Hello, hello. What is everybody doing this weekend? Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. We will be seeing if we can't finish our run of Get to Work today. It is a rainy, sleepy day out here, which is, I had this genius plan on Thursday where I was like, all right, it's a sleepy day. I had a long day at work. Here's my plan. My plan is I'm going to play something a little cozier, something I might not normally play. Let's play Wander Step. Let's see how that is, because I'm interested. I want to check it out. We'll see if people like it. And then, for some reason, my brain is like, yeah, but you got to come up with voices for all the characters. And so I take this potentially easygoing, very chill stream, and I blow out my voice, screwing around for 4 hours, trying to put chickens into the fire. The chicken things definitely were the most entertaining part of that game. Trying to put the chickens in the fire and the dishwasher and trying to plant them, because I assume that's how chickens grow. That was a good time. I enjoyed all of that. So did a bunch of that. I had a friend of mine, colleague, friend league, Frolland, one of those. They were they're working on some stuff for their channel, and they needed some help with some electronics. So I got to make an electronics goodie bag and do a quick 10-second tutorial on how to solder. So hopefully they don't burn their house down. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I did my best to ensure that they remembered that the soldering iron is hot. That's a fun fact for y'all. Much like fire hot, soldering iron turns out also hot. And soldering iron burns stick with you for a long time. More than 10 years. I know that from experience. They're there a long time. And inevitably you'll be doing one too many things while soldering, and you will forget. I guarantee this to you. You're gonna forget that soldering iron is hot, and you are gonna burn yourself. And maybe you'll think, oh, that's the only time I'm gonna do that. I'm not an idiot. I learn from my mistakes, and unlike you, gross person, you don't learn. But I learn. I definitely learn. So you'll think to yourself, all right, I am never going to burn my hand again or any other part of myself. And then one day you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, oh, soldering iron is like pen. We choke up on the pen a little bit sometimes to get a little more control. No, that is hot. That's hot. It's hot and it burns. Yeah, so got to do a little bit of that. I'm working on some overlay stuff, but the thing about overlay stuff is it's web development, and web development is really fun once you have anything at all started. If you're displaying a stupid thing and you're connected to Twitch, and then you can start iterating, that's great. Up until that point, it is boring and frustrating and awful, because it's like, all right, let me go through and figure out how to make an API key, and all right, I just want to draw this page. Oh, I can't draw this page. I need a server, and I need to make an app. I need to tell Twitch that I'm making an app, and it needs to give me a secret, and then we need to come up with our secret handshake, and we do our big secret handshake, and then after our secret handshake, now we're allowed to talk to each other. We can talk to each. Oh no, we can't. No, we can't, because I did the handshake wrong. I zigged when I should have zagged. I'm sorry. I meant to handshake more gooderly, and I done it wrong. That's on me. That's on me. But this next handshake, oh, that is also bad. You don't trust me. You don't trust me because I need a certificate to be trusted. We need a certificate of trust. Okay. All right, that can't be that hard. Let me go get that trust certificate. What do you mean that costs money? I don't want to pay that money. There's a free one? Okay, there's a free one. Great. There's a free one. Okay, what do I need for that? I need to register something. Okay, we need to register, so we'll register the thing. Now you'll give me the certificate. Okay, new certificate. Great. just remember that if you don't change this every 3 months, if you ever forget, your entire overlay is going to break. Just remember that. Remember, because otherwise it's going to be real bad. So now I got the certificate. I do the fancy handshake. It gives me a coin. Twitch gives me a coin. They say, this is your token. I go, good. Okay, token. I like the token. What's the token do? Well, the token will let you talk to me. It's sort of like a fee for you talking to me. All right, that's weird and a lot of steps, but okay, I'll take that token. Cool. That token lasts 10 minutes. Why? Why does it only last 10 minutes? Well, because, I mean, otherwise anybody else could come up to me with a token. This token has the number 7 on it. That token is valid for the next 10 minutes, and I change the number out now and then so that I know if people are trying to cheat, you know, people are trying to pretend to be someone else or talk to me when they're not authorized, because you got that trust certificate, so I trust you, but only for 10 minutes at a time. But that's okay. Here's another token. This token has the letter B on it. This is a refresh token. So anytime that you run out of time on your first token, you give me that token with the B on it. Yeah, I'll take that. And then I'll give you a new token and a new refresh token. So you just got to do that every 10 minutes for the rest of your adult life. And then you get to draw a pixel on screen. So what I'm saying is that's what web development is like until you get anything on screen at all. And it takes hours and I hate it. And that is why instead of doing web development, which is more like my day job, today we're going to do a different kind of work. We're going to get to work because we're going to be on our grind set. We're going to be on our rollerblades. And I do have, let's just switch on over so we can get ourselves started. I do have a timer from where we were last time. We've been here for a while, but I think that's mostly because we needed more dunce hats and we've been doing it in multiple sessions. But we'll probably get there today. I know we're in the last major section, so why don't we try to remember where we are and be sad at how much skill we've lost in the last, 7 days or so. Let's see how bad we are now. Maybe we're great. Maybe this is all just unwarranted and we're actually the best ever. But I don't know. We'll find out. We are poor and bald. Get to work. That's the important part. I do like leaving this background music on for this particular game because the
FBI sweep the whole leadership team into prison. Just as you thought, they need a new VP. And as the first candidate to apply without a criminal record, you're instantly chosen. They don't even look at your resume.
Very cool. Let's turn the music down just a wee bit. All right, they need a new VP, and they didn't even look at my resume. Great. All right, I remember this part. Oh, we're gonna fall immediately, aren't we? I'm certain we need all of this momentum. All right, how are we doing? That's a good start. Oh, there's a grind set. Oh, there's a grind set. We always need the grind set. How do we get it? How do we get the grind set? What is the easiest way? Do I just... All right, looks like the easiest way is to fall on one of these pillars from above and come down. So that's our plan. That's our plan. That didn't seem correct. Well, at least it's not a very mean reset. Still. Why it gotta be like that? Is this enough? Oh, that's not enough. Well, what's the plan then for how do you get us back? Right, this is all doable, and this is solid. Am I allowed up here? No. What is our recovery plan? Do we go this way? Is this the recovery plan? Oh, I think we're supposed to use these weird things here to shoot ourselves back up through the window, maybe? Or on top of any one of these. Let's see what we got. Oi! Yeah, we went too far. Hey, Kaboosh, how's it going? What are you doing this weekend? Anything fun? Let's do this less stupid this time, shall we? This seems right. All right, that is correct. Okay, this is fairly safe. Nothing much. Boo. You gotta get to work. It's what we're doing. We are getting to work as hard as possible. Back on the grind set. Please ignore the fact that I am playing this because I'm procrastinating other work that I need to do. All right, so last time our problem was that that second trigger didn't really send us where we were supposed to go. All right, this is good. Oh, nope. That was not the best. Can I get on top of this thing? I can. Is that good? I don't know. I don't know if it's good to be. Oh, this is... All right, this is back at the beginning. All right, it's not that good. Finally got a PC. Heck yeah. Have you played anything on it yet? Do you have any games that are, like, top of your list? Yo, what's going on? Welcome on in. I'm 12 hours into this? Oh, yeah. Of course. That's the nature of the 2-hat run. You got to get yourself 2 hats. Psh. It's no hours when you're having fun. Nice. Oh, I forgot about that and fell again. All right. You got to remember where I'm going. Yeah, yeah. I think it's just been so long since I played a skating flavored game that my my rust is pretty significant. We're rusty. Yeah. I mean, light backseating is fine, but I'm not doing any... The other thing is I'm not doing any skips. There's a bunch of skips I know about. That's... Tony Hawk Underground was amazing. I loved Underground. There's a bunch of skips I know about, but I'm not taking any of them. I am doing sort of a completionist first run, and then we'll see how fast the second run is. Which I guess makes it silly then for me to have a timer, because it's just gonna disappoint me. But I want every grind set, and I want, yeah, I want it all. I want it all. All right, we gotta not overcook this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'll do this, and then I'm considering whether or not I want to do a clean run next, or like some of the super easy skips.
Puts you in the top 0.01%, but it's not enough.
It isn't enough.
The goal is and has always been to be CEO. You have no idea how, but all you know is that you need to keep grinding.
I tried to do triple hats. You can't do triple hat. They closed the hole. They closed the hole. That was not good. All right. I have tried to do
You
everything.
have no skills and you're a loser!
Oh, that's right. I can get from here is where I can get what I want. I need that grind set. We go over here, and we're gonna get that grind set. That is the plan. Nice.
The grind set.
Welcome back to the grind set, folks. I realize we haven't been talking nearly enough about our bodies. Taking care of them, that is. Here at the grind set, we don't just love capital gains, we love physical gains too. I personally eat at least 1,000 grams of protein a day, and if you don't, you're wasting your potential. Not just in the gym, in the business world. Imagine getting the cover of Forbes and you have scrawny little arms. You think Warren Buffett's giving you a call if you're not shredded?
But protein powder is so expensive, and it's manufactured by Big Pharma.
You're so right,
There we
PJ.
go.
That's why we here at the grind set only get our protein
Me
straight
too.
from the source.
Patriarch's the
Farm
best.
to table.
Yup.
Or should I say fish to table?
Nice.
That's right, buddy. Set up a large-scale illegal fishing operation in international waters, and you're no longer running the rat race on land. You're swimming in the fast lane.
FBI, open up!
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Did that work out? Nope. Uranium has over 1 billion calories? That's a lot. Have you seen Lemonade Stand at all? Atriarch's new podcast. It's been a lot of fun. I have been enjoying every minute of it. It's got Atriarch. It's got Doug. It is a good time. All right, that's what we wanted. Okay. Now we just gotta do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Boo. 5 out of 6 down. Nice. Yeah, I have pretty long commutes, but I'm too insatiable to wait for watching that for later. Man, I always overcook those. Send me back. It's the squiggles. I'm no good at the squiggles. Hey, Uber, it's going pretty good. How about yourself? How is going the plain April? This is going pretty okay. Oh, all right. I didn't know where I was going and we had a bad time. All right. Is this enough for me to get back? It looks like, nope. Sleepy. Yeah. I do know. D&D in 40 minutes, allegedly. Keeping a D&D group together is tough times. College commute is 30 minutes and just want to listen to the whole thing at once. Yes, agreed. Yeah, I've got some like gaming and other dumb podcasts for this kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think I need any forward stick on that. Hey, Oni, how you doing? I saw you made an attempt to go live earlier. I wasn't sure if you were going to be on today, so I opted for Get to Work. Plus, I need to beat Get to Work. It's just very important. And I went the wrong way again, but we're just going to do this and hope it works out. Nope. Big nope. Boo. When was it? Not earlier today. Like, it was Thursday or Friday, and you were live for like an hour? In high school, we covered that potassium can be radioactive. Did you know that if you ate 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes, you would die from radiation poisoning? I'm trying to think what else you would die from first. I think we've had like a conversation vaguely like this before in the community, because like the one that always gets to me is water poisoning, and it's like surprisingly easy to get water poisoning. Where am I going, blood? Is this good? Do I want to be here? No? Where am I supposed to go? I don't know where I'm supposed to go from there. I also don't know if this is enough speed. Oh no, blue screen. I had my Media Center PC. I was getting blue screens for ages, and we thought it was the graphics card. So we picked up a secondhand graphics card to try and fix it, and the blue screens mysteriously stopped. So I never even got to use it. The radiation will kill you. Yeah. Try not to get irradiated, everybody. Stay low radiation. At least no more than like a nice flight or a dental x-ray. That's about where you want to be sticking. Okay, so then I go there, I guess. What is this route? Is there a good place to inspect the route? Okay. So I go there, and then I go to the right? Yeah, then I go to the right, and then we loop around. Okay, so after that one, we go up and to the left, and then we go that way. All right, cool. I'm learning. Why though? Just keep going. Just maintain speed. Fine. Is there like a sneaky way to get enough speed on here to keep going? Maybe? I don't think so. Well, I was saying in the just chatting screen a second ago, I had this plan where I was going to take an easy day and I was going to play Wanderstop, which is a game by Davey Redden, who is the creator of the Stanley Parable. And it's like kind of a cozy game. It's not the sort of thing I would normally play. But I was like, I'm kind of interested in the premise, and it's been a long day, so I'm going to play that, and I'll see how it goes. And instead of being a nice, sane, normal person and just having an easy time, I'm like, here's an idea. Let's invent voices for every one of these characters and kind of treat it like a voiceover. And then if I do that, I'll have to blow out my voice and not have any of the nice cozy experience I was trying to have. So I did that. That was super clever of me. All right, we went the right way this time. Nice. This gonna work? Yeah, this will work. Okay, I think we are in a pretty good situation now. Come on. Oh no, all right, wait, do I still got enough to get up here maybe? All right, I might be able to save this. Yeah, so instead of having the cozy game be cozy, I decided to blow out my voice as the upshot. That was very smart of me. No! All right. I deserve that. I deserve that. That was pretty close. Am I supposed to... I don't think I will yellow off here. I think we'll start from down here. That wasn't a bad run. We almost made it. And then I know that we have to, like, cross the giant gap again in another one of those half-pipe squiggly things that I'm not good at. So we'll see whether or not we get to see the bottom section of this again. Probably. We'll probably get to see it all over again, everybody. It's going to be great. Yeah, so what I learned is that if we're going to do a cozy game, and I actually want the cozy part of the game, I need to not turn it into a bunch of, like, voice acting nonsense. Or maybe I do. Whatever. Maybe that's what we wanted. So, Uber, what is your setting like for this particular D&D campaign? What are we doing? Does anybody else play D&D in the chat? I assume so. This feels like prime D&D audience. That would be my bet. My bet is almost everybody here plays D&D. Though whether or not they've ever successfully kept a group together is, again, a completely separate question. That is tough to do. All right, now we're cooking with skates. Now we're cooking with inline skates. It's like fire, but skatier. All right, so our problem last time was we had a little bit of a hit. This is going to be a good one. That was what we needed. Okay. It would work if you did tech videos like Linus, or the greatest technician that's ever lived. So I was saying, another content creator who I know in person, I was giving them a quick rundown on how to solder, and I was that's not a good start. Dang, I can't type anymore. No, it's the headache. Take more pills. The pills will fix everything, I promise. That's what they always tell me. Okay. All right, that was close to a good setup. Yeah, so I used to do retro, there was a time when I was doing some face cam stuff, and I used to do retro console modding and repair. Right, that was very, very sketch. And so I had a little overhead webcam I would do stuff for, and yeah, that was a pretty good time. I need to do a little bit of setup, but I think I might be able to do that again at some point. Last year I flew over Florida for Thanksgiving. Yes, Florida, just to get there, and they say Thanksgiving was canceled. Ooh. Oh no. All right, hold on. I was not paying attention while I was doing this. Let's make sure we fall in a better spot so that we're not a bunch of idiots. Okay. Oh, the headache being your PC. Oh, that, all right. This was a metaphorical headache. I now understand. Florida airports were like, you know, the pregame lobby for early PUBG? Yeah. They said over the intercoms there are 80 people, but only 30 seats. Figure it out. Oh, ooh, that's rough. Yeah, I have been in many an airport where there's like stupid stuff like that going on, though it's mostly Boston, Logan, and LAX where I run into that. For some reason, Chicago O'Hare is always fine. LaGuardia sucks. That was dumb. Why am I so bad at this particular gimmick? This is the gimmick that costs you the most time in like the whole game if you screw it up, and it's the one I can't do. See? See? Look at this. This is disgusting. This is why I need to just go back to playing Kaizo Mario. Oh, crap, and I didn't even start my timer because I'm a dummy. I'll fix that later. Luckily, there's an in-game timer, which is more generous than what mine was at anyway. Okay. Now, mostly we want to use the momentum. Nicolas Cage. There's a Nicolas Cage that has turned into a pickle? I buy it. I could see him being a pickle. Maybe it's a role he was built for. Yeah, it seems like... I think you have to do this one more time after this, even. So, like, I should really be good at this by now. So, yeah, that would be a good idea. It would be very clever of me to develop some skills real fast. All right, so we need to come off. We need to come off like the top corner of this. Definitely has that like Kaizo Mario feel.
One eternity later.
It is at least one eternity later. All right, this feels right. Okay, that was close to correct. I was off the rails at the end. I am glad I braked. I am very glad I braked. It would have been rough, y'all. Worked so hard to be this close to VP. I don't think I could have handled it if... All right, there we go.
Are also arrested for embezzlement. Honestly,
Nice.
you're not surprised. That guy was useless.
He was.
But now they're desperate to fill his spot. They ask you to jump ship. And honestly,
Oh, boy.
who are you to say no to a 7-figure salary with stock options? And a shot at being CEO? You take the job.
Okay, I'm just checking out the route because this is real bad if we miss. Okay, there is some safety in here, but not a ton. Yep, that's good. Okay. All right, I remember seeing this before. No! All right, where did this take us? Is this good? It's just a way back. Where are you sending us? All right, if I go to the right, where do I end up? Oh, all right, it's a way to get back onto the platform. All right. Okay. Yeah, Connor, it's almost like he's a voice actor. Almost. Yeah, Connor do have a solid voice. Oh, this is a bad one, y'all. Yup. Okay. Oh, no. All right. How good are we at this section? Time to figure it out. Speedrun practice incoming. Okay.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yep, it sure was. It sure was. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is fine. This is going pretty good. All right, I vaguely remember what I have to do here. Oop. All right, that was a little rough, but I know that I can still get pretty good momentum by doing this. I think this, yep. There we go. Cool. Nice save. No! Ah, it'll be fine, possibly. Okay, and then we, all right, I don't need to go fast here. Got to remember that. Okay, and now we're back at this thing. I mean, it would have been 3 hours of progress gone if I continued to be bad constantly, but there's this crazy thing where we, like, get skills as we go. See? Now I'm just back to where I was. The trick is to keep getting better. As long as I don't get stupid, we'll be fine. I may be right back there. We'll find out. Go up. Go up. Nope. All right. We're going to have to do... All right, I think if we nail this right, we can... There we go. Oh, that was close. There we go. Oh, no. Okay. I think I have to get it right. All right. Not that time. We're close. Reinstalling every app is taking so dang long. Yes. Yes. A fresh install, especially if you don't have a backup or remember, there we go, or remember exactly where everything is a nightmare. Yeah. Is this that 3 hours of progress, Kaboosh? I'm just kidding. You just gotta keep getting skizzled. Collab with Queso. I think Queso might be a little bigger than I am. Like, I'm not against it, but I think Queso has some stuff to do. I actually haven't watched a ton of Queso's content. I know him mostly based on his energy level, which is extremely high. We hosed up. We did bad. We're dumb and bad at what we do. He might be a little bigger than you as wild. A little bit. Teensy bit. Small, you know. Look. I understand. I get it. Like, I'm a slightly smaller streaming presence. Not that much. That was, that was dumb. He's got, like, you know, 5 or 6 more followers than me, which is, you know, I'm sure one day he'll be, like, really big and inaccessible. But until then, I'm just trying to respect the guy's time. All right. This is roughly on track. Now we're going good. Cool. So now the problem that we have to avoid is we have to not overcook any of this, because if we overcook it, then, all right, there we go. Perfect. Then we'll miss this jump. Nice. Okay. Can we get back to where we were? Let's find out. Okay. Nope. That was bad. 6.9 million followers. Psh. I'm sure I have at least that many. I don't check the numbers because, you know, that can be demoralizing, right? Like, it's tough when you have like 4 million to see yourself go down to 3 million or whatever. So I try not to look at the numbers, but I'm pretty sure I'm close. I've got like 2 million. So I'm sure it's that much. I'm sure it's around there. Just from raw charisma and skill alone. Like, you know, I could have finished this game in a couple of hours, but I really wanted to make sure that I was hanging out with all of you. I wanted to give you the access that you all crave. All right, we're back. Look, sometimes you just need to be a little stocky to contain that much personality, and I understand. All right, what stupid crap are we doing here? I have no idea if that was going to be a skip or not, but what's bad about it is this. This is bad. All right, let's see if I can get up this thing without totally ruining our entire situation here. Oh, that was close. We'll get it. Or we'll screw up once and it'll be real bad. Not that time. Nope. That was close. That was way too early. That was the one that we didn't want to do. All right, let's go here. Nope, we're back at the beginning. Practice. More practice. Good thing that isn't punishing, or we would get real frustrated. If that was a punishing fall, boy, imagine how I would feel. Again, that's the thing about me that, like, I'm not sure if I don't know if I'm, like, made right for these games, because I just find this to be a good time. Like, I don't mind going again and again. This is just relaxing to me. I get more game. Every time I fall, that's more game. I'm good with it. That's what I like. Yo. All right. Let's try not to be stupid this time. Nice. Yes. Early on, it's easier to overcook, because once you're farther towards the end of the game, they just expect you to be going full bore on everything. Cool. All right. We're gaming. Okay, and we don't actually need to go fast here. Cool. And now we need to go this way. And the trick is you don't need much forward momentum up here. Bam. Whoa. That was a little rough. Here we go. I definitely know something was said in chat, but I can't see it right now because of all of the slick speed. All right, there we go. Am I allowed to tape up a caked up Omni-Man in here? I mean, people like cake. I don't see the problem immediately. We do have a couple of spam filters, so just be wary of those. All right, good. And here we go. And whoop. Okay. That was not correct. Yeah, I know. I know what caked up means. I understand that sometimes people be dummy thick. That's just how it is. The best people are dummy thick. Oh, here we go. There we go. And up. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this game is just like knowing where the route goes. Once you got that, it eases up a wee bit. Perfect. All right. Yes. Oh, I've seen this one before. I know how the booty work. Nope. Unfortunately, the chat window I'm looking in does not work. A lot of Eskiard is very inconsistent in Twitch chat. Just need to be getting in. I need some time so that I can set up some of them emotes that people love. All right, that was a little close, but we're back again. So last time we really sent it and it almost worked, except for the part where it didn't work nearly as much as we had hoped. Okay, so this is the problem. That sending it part seems good, but I don't know where to go. I feel like that's a bad plan, and I have no idea where to go to make the best recovery. There's all these things. Like, can I get on these, and does it help? It, like, does something. I don't know if I like what it does. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'll call that a recovery. Are you winning, lab? I'm doing something. This is, an amount of gaming is happening. Is it the optimal amount of gaming? I don't know. But our recoveries have been pretty quick. This is supposed to be... I know we only have to make like one more of these crazy snake jumps, and it seems like we're getting them down pretty quick, so I think we're winning. I do think a certain amount of screwing around may have added to my timer more than I planned. But that's okay. What fun is it without the screwing around? Right, now we're up here. This section seems pretty easy. It was hard for a minute because the route was super unclear. But we're getting through this half of the building pretty consistently. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Oni, have you ever worked in food service? We were talking a couple of times during this game about what kind of jobs folks had had. And I know that myself, Cartoon, and Trunk had all worked in a fast food joint. Trunk and I did McDonald's, and Cartoon did Burger King. Nope. We'll get you. There we go. That's gonna be too short, huh? All right, where is this recovery taking me? That's a recovery. What's the best recovery? Probably over there. Probably over there. Is there a nice... Yeah, I think I just have to hop in here and then... Looks like, you know, maybe with the right angle you could do something to recover from here, but I think it's easier to just go back. Just easier. Take it nice and easy. No, we're overcooking it already. Keep it easy. All right, this is good. right, that's good. Try not to overcook everything. Oof. I think I might have lost some speed there. Okay. I braked when I shouldn't have. Let's see if I have this handled. Yeah, for real. Nope. Not handled at all. All right. Where's the best recovery? Over there. Over here is the best recovery. I think. Can I grab on you? Why is there no jump button? Rage. All right. Is that a recovery? Yeah, that's a recovery. That's not so bad. I guess we'll go there. Nope. Big face plant. Well, still will work though. I'm going this way, right? Yeah. And I should have enough momentum from here. I agree. No, I don't have enough momentum from here. I got to go all the way back up
Show
on
up
that
to the
thing.
country club wearing a $3,000 suit, like an idiot. The other VPs laugh at you for dressing like such a peasant.
That's true. I can't believe I did that. Boy, then. I think this one's easier. Yeah. I can't believe that I dressed like such a peasant. Disgusting. Nope. Alright. I need to start farther back to get all the momentums we need. Yep. Okay. So the play is to do something like this. Pop over, and then we got momentum, and then we go in here. Perfect. Woo! Yeah! Alright, good. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Good and or good, good, good. Now we're cooking with dunce cap. I do like me a good Kerbo. Poyo's in the chat for Kerbo. My hat's kind of Kerbo flavored. Oh, that was bad. I got scared and hit the brake. Poyo! Yes. I want to play through Kirby 1. Because it only takes 15 minutes. I made Cassie play through Kirby 1, and then I played through the New Game Plus. If you didn't know, Kirby 1 has a New Game Plus. That is much harder. And the New Game Plus also only takes like 20 minutes. Doesn't take very long. Woo! Alright. Now we're back here. Don't overcook. No overcooking. That's a different game. We'll play that another time. Alright. Very nice. Cool, cool. Okay, this is about right. So as long as I don't get scared again, we'll make it up to the squiggle jump. The squiggle squoggle. Good, good, good. Ooh, that was interesting. I think that was me not hitting the corner high enough. I was going for more of the center of the ramp, and that didn't work out. Interesting. New failure mode. Knowledge unlocked. Uber, you never told me what your D&D setting was. I must know. I also must know what kind of try-hard character you're playing this time. Woo! Alright, this is good. Good, good, good. Give ourselves some more ups. Yep, needed them hops is what we needed. Can we still make this? We can if we get the recovery right. Modified version of Descent to Avernus. Nice. No, we don't need wiggle. All right, there we go. Nice. Recovery accomplished. Up we go. Let's see if we can manage to... Nope. That was bad. Pre-Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my favorite setting remains Planescape. I love the Planescape setting. Super try-hard lawful good paladin. Yeah. Cassie is a super good try-hard paladin IRL, but tends to play Bard in D&D or some other like mystical charisma-based character. Okay, so here was our problem last time. We did this, and then we overcooked. Okay, and we overcooked again, and we're overcooking still, and learning nothing. We're learning nothing. Not learning. All right, this has to be like some kind of recovery track, but where's it trying to get me to go? That's my question. Like, is it trying to get me to go onto one of those so that I can get back up? Is that the idea? Is the idea I can like YOLO it from here? A chaotic gremlin of some sort. Maybe that corner. Let's go over to that corner. That looks like a recovery corner to me. Let's go on over to this here recovery corner. Whoa, why are you slippery? You're slippery, but the other one isn't? What? That is not fair. It's not fair, and I'm angry about it. What is the best option? I guess the best option from here is to get onto this thing. Guess so. Oos. And back. It's just more. What, everyone? That's right. Practice. Doing pretty good. We've made quite a lot of progress for the hour we've been playing. We've really only been playing for like 45 minutes, though. I should probably keep my eye on what I'm doing when I'm talking. That's like a skill a streamer should have or something. Who knows? Okay. You can get up this as a recovery, but it's hard. I play a werebear dwarf who feasts on metal and is a blacksmith. He can get really big and be light as a balloon. His normal weight is 3 tons. His hair is also magical because it can become a metal shield. Oh, so you got like a metal sonic werebear thing going on. That's cool. Alright. Alright, that was close. Okay. That was not. What if I change my camera a little bit? All right, that's no good. This one's pretty good. All right, let's go a little back. Nope. Well, seemed like a good idea at the time. My recollection is there's like kind of a kind recovery over here, though. Yeah, there sure is. Okay. Don't fall, hey ZZO. Hey Flamey, what's going on? I fell. Your timing couldn't have been worse. His neutral special is literally him becoming a giant titanium ball. That's cool. Yeah, there's that's okay. Falling is all part of the game in this one. Have you played Get to Work, Flamey? Nope, that was bad. Oh, that was a particularly bad one. Because now we have to go back to the beginning.
You're so focused on the news about the rival company that you let your profits slip. And now your job is
There's no good recovery for this.
You can't become a VP if you get fired as a department head.
We just got to go back.
Down.
All right, how good are we at this section? Let's find out. My recollection is we recovered from this pretty quickly last time. Go over here, get a little bit of that. If I've ever seen Delicious in Dungeon, he looks like Senshi. I have seen Delicious in Dungeon, but I've only watched like one episode. I need to watch it again to remember to remember all the characters. That's on Netflix, I think. I think that's a Netflix one. All right, and we do this. Ooh, was that bad? No, that worked out. That shouldn't have worked out. I definitely got lucky. I don't remember where we're going from there. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, over there. Whoops. All right, we'll just go ahead and finish from over this way. Senshi just means warrior in Japanese. Interesting. Sunshine is the small dwarf. Oh, Senshi. All right, that makes sense. Oh, the small. Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. I feel like I've seen many a brightly animated GIF of this character. All right, that should be good. Perfect. All right, good. Okay, that was mildly sketchy. Mildly sketchy. But at least we're back here. At least we're back here. Send it in the Discord server later. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure I'll recognize him once I see him. I'm trying to think what anime I've been watching recently. I guess the recent season of Solo Leveling just finished. Actually, Oni, if you're still here, I don't know if you saw. That was a good time. Solo Leveling Season 2 was much better than Season 1. Season 1 was fine, but it was full of unearned character moments, and they were just too easy to notice. There we go. All right, now we're back here. And Season 2 was... It wasn't missing... Like, it still had unearned character moments, but it was definitely less egregious. It was a more earned protagonist story in general. I remind a lot of people of Dr. Stone, including IRL. I was just explaining to the content creator friend I was talking about how, in addition to how to solder and not burn yourself, which was an important skill for him at the time, I was also explaining how multi-layer PCBs are made, because they're fiberglass. So you laminate layers of fiberglass together between steps of using acid to etch out copper that you have adhered to it. Ugh. All right, there's no shot that this is a good idea, but it seems fun. Is there like a sneaky recovery I can do from here? Ooh, I wonder if I land on this pillar and I go up it and I go over here somehow. Nope. Never mind. My sneaky plan failed. Yeah, so I was talking to him about like the process of making multi-layered PCBs. Which is, I mean, it's a cool process. Like, I just like knowing how stuff works. Science is magic and I am a wizard. That is the play. All right, up we go. Nice. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna overcook it and do something stupid? That didn't seem fair. That seemed unfair in some way. I'm not sure what the way was, but I didn't like it. Okay, this can get me back to this though, which is at least a little bit of a shortcut. I like how even in the shortcuts, the creator, just like the primary dev, gives you lots of ways to feel bad about your mistakes. So there's a shortcut there, but there's a couple of right angles, so you can still screw up and have a bad time. There's still a little bit of despair available if you would like to take advantage of it. Me personally, I'm good, but if that's what you want, you go for it. You have a good time with that despair. Speaking of despair, boy, I sure wish Danganronpa would have another game in the series. I'm not as much a fan of Somnium Files. I ran out of ideas. Not yet. Oh, okay, that was dumb. Look, being a science wizard does not preclude you from being dumb. It's just you have to be dumb in an interesting direction such that you get better. Oh, did I cheat and get this one? Oh no, come on! Oh, I almost made that. That would have been the sketchiest recovery ever, and it would have been totally great. There's this thing that happens in this type of game, right? This happens in Kaizo Mario 2, where, like, you start, and then after a big fall or something, you just get these... You suddenly forget how to be good at the game. There's an equivalent in golf, and, like, the Kaizo Mario community has picked it up. It's called the yips. So, you definitely know how to do this. But you do get to see yourself tragically fail over and over again. Until you totally nail it and are back on your game. I do still have one idea. It is good to have at least one idea. Oh, was that your idea? I feel like Kabush's top idea is fart sound alert. That was the one idea I had. Hey, this is good. Cool. Okay. So, the second I hit that second pad, I need to, like, super slow down. I need to, like, really chill out and pull on the brake. That was not correct. Okay. All right. And we're back. Correct. It's a pretty good idea, I'll admit. Among available ideas, fart sound alert is a pretty solid one. I'll take it. Okay. All right. If you go full brake, you can make it. That's what I learned. All right. Where am I going? It feels like I'm going around this over here and down. Is this the way I go? I think I go this way. This seems better than the alternative. All right, I'm betting I'm going to need a lot of this momentum, so I need to be sure to not slow down too much. Or do that. I need to be sure not to do that, and then I need to hit this, or not hit it, or not hit it. Maybe I didn't need to hit it. Maybe that's just the world telling me I'm not practiced enough. Oh, look, a tip. Real CEOs slow down for no one. If you go too slow, much of this level is impossible. Oh, that's good to know. That's a good tip. Oh, that must have been what I was missing this whole time. I know there's some really good skips here, and I'm tempted to look them up for backups. Just so I don't have to play as much. But also, practice. Practice. And we're going to do this. We'll do a little bit of wall riding. We'll redirect over here. This is pretty okay, though. Not seeing much problem. Do. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's good. Good. Why did that happen? It feels like a control stick. Not, yeah, why did that happen? That didn't seem right. On the plus side, we get a nice momentum reset. Yeah. Cool, cool. Where did the owl bear come from? How did that become an idea? Feels like a reach. I don't think bear when I look at owl. Good old munchers. Now, yeah, that is a cruel enemy in Super Mario World, especially if you're playing ROM hacks and Kaizo. The munchers, there's always just like one placed on the ceiling in exactly the wrong spot to ruin your day. Totally fine bounce that no one noticed, and now we're great. Yep, that worked great. Nobody saw any type of head trauma. Oh, that's right. We had a head trauma counter that one time. Wonder what we're at. We've been doing pretty good. This has mostly been body trauma. Head trauma has gone down significantly. We're so concussed that the parts of us that tend to get concussed, like those ideas, have left the brain from the previous concussions. I guess that's the trick, is to just concuss yourself just right, such that you've rebuilt your neural pathways to not get concussed anymore. That seems fair. This is a little sketchy. This could work, though. I'll take it. I'm taking it. Up we go. Nice. Alrighty. Good, good. Go up here. That was a little weird. Didn't expect that bonk, but okay. I'll take it. Good. Why is that so low? That was strange.
You rave to your VP friends about the benefits of deadly nightshade, and one of them mysteriously dies. They can't prove it's related, but they also aren't interested in doing business with you anymore.
Aww. But deadly nightshade was the best trend that I had. Alright. Well, we're gonna go back. Oh, I have to go from the other side. I want to go in this hole. This is the hole we want to be in. Phrasing. Phrasing. Okay. Was that good? No, not really. Still fine, I guess. Bust a move! Bust a Move is an awesome puzzle game. I never really liked Bubble Bobble, but I have spent many hours playing Bust a Move, which is called Puzzle Bobble in all the other regions. Only in America is it Bust a Move. But it is the better name. I prefer to be busting moves, rather than busting most of the other things I could be busting. Bustin' feels good. Okay, that was not super wise, but I'll take it. Hey, yo, you heard me. You heard me. All right, and whoa. Bam. We're going for medium Bamf. Medium Bamf, now available, free to you. all it requires is a platinum membership to our BAMF club, and perhaps a much better recovery than that.
You accidentally buy your CEO a bottle of the Dalmore 72 single malt scotch instead of the Dalmore 62 single malt scotch.
Oh no!
You have to take a sick day to recover from the embarrassment.
That is so embarrassing. I can't believe I would do that. Scotch do be good. All right. And we're back. Mario 64 is another game with some punishing falls. Like, for a casual game, Mario 64 can be pretty mean. I feel like the sand level, like all of the pyramid puzzles, there's some like real punishing falls in there. Why are you so low? All right, this is not going to be enough momentum, so we gotta drop and do the recovery. But we can at least do this one instead of the full recovery. Among Us. I do not have an Among Us sound alert. No Among Us, no Ugandan Knuckles. These are things we'll have to work on. That seems wrong. I must be messing up my camera. That must be what I'm doing. Where's the thing? Over here? Right there? Do I have to start from down here, or can I get over there? I guess I could possibly recover this way? Is that a thing it wants me to do? I don't think so. I think I tried that last time and it didn't end well. My friend's brother was one of the pioneers of Mario 64 blindfolded speedruns. Oh, cool. Yeah, the way you do those is very fun. Like the normalized strats and stuff. I don't know if I would like that. I feel like it would be really hard to focus that long. Like you would get bored. Nice. Yeah, Uber is, Uber has some fun friends. Yeah, I guess we both have a bunch of friends and or like, yeah, so Uber does a lot of art, including concept art, and knows some fairly solid names in that community, and I have been media adjacent for a little while, so like I don't know as many neat folks as Uber. I might know some science names that nobody else cares about, but in terms of media, I'll occasionally get some interesting stories because of folks I know connected to some camera grips and stuff that are in the family. So like I'm a degree of freedom away from one of the grips on the original Survivor and stuff like that. Stop it. Uber might know Jack Black for all we know. Uber knows a person that is very fun. Smart dude, big math brain, used to work for Google. Ah, Shazbot. Alright. We need to not overcook those squiggle squaggles. I'm bad at not overcooking the squiggle squaggle, you see. Alright, there we go. That's that was crap, but I think we'll get away with it. Oh, we so got away with it. That was not fair. That was not fair to anyone involved. Can I make this if I do this recovery? Well, one of your teachers in grad school the first time is a reasonably famous person. Well, Can I? Nah, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna use this recovery. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that jerk. I mean, I would also argue that the C3PO. I would also argue that the studio head who was involved in that program that you vaguely know is also a big deal if you're in the games community. What I'm trying to say is, you know some people, my guy. Oh, I stopped paying attention again. This is what happens. My eye go on the chat and I'm like, oops. Oopsie. All right. We're locking in. Just gonna lock. We're gonna be mildly locked. We're considering the in to be locked. We're locking this in, paying attention. We're doing what the thing tells us to do. We're following the optimal lines. We're doing that. We're screwing up anyway. We're screwing up a bunch, screwing up a ton, and we're still going down here, but this is not enough momentum. No shot this will help. It looks like, though, this is trying to let us recover over here. Is that what this is trying to do? It is. Interesting. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. It's a slightly better recovery. All right, there we go. And up. Man, I did this so good the first time. I like one-shot it and I have no idea what I did. Oh boy, that was bad. Well, I guess we'll just recover over to here. Woo! We got the yips, everybody. Whoa! Boy, do we have the yips. Just an excuse to practice our recovery. Okay. Oh boy, that's not good. This is bad. There we go. Yep, nothing happened, and nobody saw that. I'm so glad that you all didn't see that. That nothing that happened. The nothing we just experienced together as a group. Boy, that nothing. How nothing it was. All right, good. Yeah. Maybe? Nope. Nope. What does that do? Can I just go on that? Let's see. Nope. The hubris. The hubris I had going for that. Alright, and down. Boop. Do a little bit of a hop. We do a wee little hop. Bam. And away we go. Nice. Yeah, something like my angles or something are off, right? Because this used to be consistent, and now it's not. I've definitely changed something, and I don't know what it is. Nope, that didn't work either. All right, where are we? We're over here. All right, I know how to do that. I know how to do this recovery now. Wham. Wham. Nice. Boom. Away we go. Nice. And there we go. This is going well. This is perfect. No problems. Bam. There we go. Okay. That was pretty clean. Let's just say that we always do this clean and then watch as we screw it up the first time in ages. This is the part that we've been not very good with recently. Yeah, I'm losing momentum because I am hitting a bad angle and overcooking it. That is the problem. Go here. See if I can just... Huh. I lost a lot of momentum there too, and I don't know why. Weird. Weird. Don't know why that one happened. That is okay. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Yo. Okay, let's... I think maybe the problem I'm having is, like, I'm not landing early enough on the ramps. I want to, like, really... Yeah. I think we want to angle this so that we get the maximum redirection of our momentum. That's the play. Good. All right, this will get us there. Okay, that took a little longer than it has historically, but we got it. All right. See you later, Uber. Have a good one. That wasn't the worst. Oh, please, let me get over here. Okay. Pickleballs. Boo. No! How dare you? How dare you drop me like that? All right, where am I going? Where's this send me? Oh, okay, this is just like a weird recovery. Is this a good recovery though? Is that gonna let me up there? I assume it'll let me up there. Chef's chocolate salty balls. Gotta love Chef's chocolate salty balls. Okay, that was a fairly kind recovery. I didn't expect that. Okay. This time we just gotta, like, totally nail it with zero problems and look super sick doing it. That's all we gotta do. Frankly, I don't see how you can't manage that. Okay, that was close. Let's see if we can play this real quick. Boy, this looks like... Whoa! Alright, that's how physics works, apparently. No, we're back here. We're gonna go again. We're going again. Just need to make sure that we have lots of speed. Yeah, so that we can make this recovery good and clean. Os. Yeah, Uber and I were talking about how the world has moved on from the game we like, because we like badminton. And badminton has been replaced. It has been replaced by pickleball, which... I mean, it might be fun, but the name... Just think of the name. Wow, we screwed that up. Where are we? Alright, we're back here. This is fine. Who would want to play pickleball? Badminton is badass. It's got bad in the name. That's how you know. Usurped. Yeah. Yeah, like badminton used to be like the game in Southeast Asia, and I was a big fan, which was weird because Americans do not play that game. But I liked it, and so yeah, Uber bought this like super sick racket, like a really nice one with like a custom cloth wrap and like folks like with real stringing machines and stuff, all that. Okay, that's just like straight up not cool, man. Why would you do that? All right, I guess we're over here now. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. What was wrong with badminton? It's still popular in Canada, I guess. So, we could always move to Canada. Oh, that was close. Actually, let me make sure I don't screw this up. Let's not screw up the recovery here. Yeah, I'm still not quite getting. I don't quite have the rhythm down for these. I think a lot of it is just me. Yeah, a lot of it is just me getting the angles bad. 3 of the 4 players in the Olympics doubles finals. Oh. Ooh. Oh no, you got gearheaded. You got audio filed. You went in way too hard. You went in way too hard right as the popularity was ending. No. No. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. Sorry to hear that your girlfriend turned into the moon. Oh, man. Bam. Bam. That was a weird hit. That was very strange. Did it work? Okay. I didn't think that was going to work out. That looked like I was going to get completely wrecked for a second there. Just long enough to justify the gear. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Sounds like buyer's remorse. Yeah, I learned badminton on wooden rackets. Like, I had old jank rackets, which caused me to really, really cook it when I was spiking on people. When I studied in Japan, one of my professors played badminton with me, and I was kind of being a little shit, and I spiked it into her a bunch, to the point where she said, Drat, I need to challenge you again for revenge. And she had one of the like college team players teach her how to spike, and so she did the exact same thing back to me in the next match. She just spiked it into me over and over and over again. It was really funny. Would do it again. That was bad. That was bad, but at least we recovered on this thing. Okay, we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna pause for a minute because I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back. So I'll see you in just a second, folks. Just taking a quick break. Be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. Bam. Gone. Okay. When we last left our hero, we were trying to make a recovery, and because we paused the game and broke our flow in any way, we were inevitably going to fail, and something awful was going to happen. Is this... Can you get anywhere from here? Like, I kind of want to investigate this, but I feel like it's a bad idea. I feel like it's a bad idea. Seems like a bad idea. There's a ramp at the bottom of this decline. Oh, you mean the one I just recovered on. I know about this recovery. There's that weird grid section that I was like, should I do something with this, or am I just going to regret everything? Okay, I need to hit the second one, and then I need to immediately hit the brakes. All right. This is the farthest point we have been. We're pretty sure we need to not be stupid up on this section here. So I think we go around and we try and not riggedy wreck ourselves such that we can start on this new momentum section. So let's not riggedy wreck ourselves, shall we? All right, well, clearly I listened to my own advice. Clearly. All right, well, I know that we can get back from here because this is connected to the thing we were just at. Nice. Okay. Not bad so far. Don't know that it's good, but it's not bad. Okay. So, our enemy, the squiddly spooch, the little squiggly, that is our enemy. It is the thing that we are the worst at, and it is the thing that they keep making us do. All right, we need to do this. Hit the brakes. Cool. We can go up here. And then this section, I don't know. I mean, we clearly need some momentum. I just don't know how much. We need a lot more than I have from doing that. That's for sure. All right, so this recovers me over. Okay, worth it. There was a grind set here. There was a grind set. So I meant to do that.
The grind set.
Welcome back to the Grind Set, the only business-minded podcast that gets you real results. Today's
Maybe you can get
episode
over
is
there.
about multitasking, about going on a legal defense while you go on a content offense. It's called multiple income streams. And if you're not doing that while handling your day-to-day,
I don't know what that recovery is supposed to be, but I guess we're going to try it and see what happens. Oh, there's also... Oh, I know what that... The recovery is supposed to be me going on this bounce pad. Okay.
But involuntary manslaughter is, so I suggest...
Do I need more momentum for that? I feel like I do.
Okay, while you're working your JOB, I'm earning income for real estate across multiple states.
Mr. Chaz, this is your final warning.
The only real warning is how Kentucky's due for a price drop. And if you're not switching from a buy and hold strategy to a flip strategy in the market targeted regions, you're going to be left in the dust.
Guards,
I don't want to be left in the dust.
All right, come here, pal.
Wait. I'm just about to flip ball coin for a huge profit. Please. I'll stake you some tokens. I'll stake you some tokens.
Get wrecked, Atriog. I do think I need this momentum for this. Oh, no! Okay. All right, so... That is good. All right, we definitely want that. Let's see if we can, Okay, no. That was hubris. All right, I know I don't want to use the skip, but I know there is one. I know of at least one skip here. I don't remember exactly how to do it. I also don't know if it was patched out. That was too much. And it's on the other side anyway. All right, there we go. Standard speed. That's what we need. right, that was kind of the right idea. I hit it too early. Can I do anything silly by going this way? Around. Nope. Nope. All right. I'm going to stop trying new things. We'll practice the fun stuff later. We just got to get back for now. That's easy enough. Easy enough. Bam. Nope. Overcooked. Ooh, Final Fantasy battle theme. I'm amazed that worked. That was a very sketchy entry. Alright, that's classy. That's what we're talking about. Bam. A little bit of this. Okay. Now we're nice and back on our normal bullshit. Huzzah! That's what I'm talking about. All right. We just got to get to our first squiggle jump. Then we'll feel nice and confident that we have managed to get back to the sections that we are universally bad at. This section we can, like, kind of do. Crazy, right? Nice. Bounce. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Who said you could do that? That wasn't fair. We were looking so slick until then. You're making me look bad in front of chat. Knock it off. Yeah. Yeah. This bottom part is actually, like, kind of fun. It's got the, it's got that, like, vibe of a Tony Hawk level where there's grind rails everywhere, and if you hit them just right, you get this really good momentum. The speedrun has, like, a bunch of weird and interesting bonks and stuff, which I guess we're going back this way. What is the best way to go here? Is it down here? Probably. Guess so. Guess this is the best way. Alright, I'll stop right here. But anyway, yeah, the speedrun has a bunch of, like, weird hits and bonks and whatnot. And so, is it fast? Yes. But it looks crazy. I don't know if it looks, like, smooth. There are some sections that do look smooth, but, like, there is some jerky, janky nonsense in the speedrun for this game. Nice. Away we go. Bam. Oh, that was bad. Ah, we almost saved it. Eurobeat classic. Does anybody play Eurobeat while they're driving and suddenly be concerned about whether or not they're going to get a ticket because they notice that they're going 90 miles an hour? Asking for a friend. Yep. Go on. Okay. Nice. Chill a wee bit on this. Let that hit happen. Go over here. Nice. And away we go. Smooth. Wham. Cool. I feel like I always have a bad angle or overcook that one. That one never seems to be quite right. It's never quite what I expect. There we go. And this should get us to the squiggly bit, as long as we don't do anything too dumb. No, we're doing good so far. Nice. Hey, that was pretty clean. It's like, that looks correct in everything. Ain't nobody can complain about that one. Now this is the section where, the second half of this, we have made some janky looking runs. You know, over there. Something about that we can't seem to get consistent. That good? That is good. All right. That was looking like it was going to be a little inconsistent too, but we nailed it. We nailed it, and nobody noticed that it was kind of sketch. Especially not Matt. Wham. Good, good, good. Ooh, I did not keep up the momentum, but hey, that kind of worked actually. All right, I'll take that. Because this will give me a decent entry angle over here. Cool. I remember what I noticed the other day is you have to, like, Mario has this too, where there's, oh boy. Well, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Can I, like, is the recovery from here gonna work or something? Maybe? This looks like maybe. Looks like maybe. No shot. I guess the intent is that I recover from over here. Yeah, the like this has the thing where you want to look like a very specific amount ahead. That happens in a few different games. Like, I've seen people play ROM hacks with eye trackers on, and it's really interesting to see, like, how far ahead they're looking, how rarely they look at enemies. You kind of just need to quickly peek and then remember that, because otherwise you're not focused enough on where you need to be landing, since the movement is so precise. Yeah, so like being intentional about how far ahead you're looking kind of matters. I feel like that's true in a lot of rhythm games too. If you're playing a like a DDR or something, you kind of want to, like, if you're really good at rhythm games, you're just looking a certain amount ahead and trying not to move that focus, because you're just relying on your brain to encode that information and leave it alone. You'll need it later and your body will move on its own. You just need to make sure that you have put it in the right spot in your brain. That was sketch. This looks good. This looks good. All right, this could be working out for us. Oh, I think we got it. Nice. First try? Question mark? First try? First try? First try? Hey, first try indeed. Okay. Well, we're very fast at getting back here, which is good, because I feel like we'll be doing that a lot. All right, we know how to do this part. Oh boy. That did not work as planned. Oh, it's between everything. I overcooked it. My most common mistake comes back again. Wham. Alrighty. Back we go. Yeah, I just never get angry at this. Oh, man. I just, like, I watch the playthroughs of everybody else, like, especially the big streamers, right? And obviously they play it up a little. But, you know, that's not a calm, zero emotion run. They're on the struggle bus, right? They're angry. And it just, I don't know. I'm just having a good time. I don't care. I could sit here for hours and have 13. Which might be calling me out as a scrub, but y'all don't need to say that. Why would you say that? How dare you? How dare each and every one of you? I happen to think I look good in the scrubs. Here we go. Yeah, that's what we want. Good. And up. Oh boy. I screwed that up. Back we go. Bam. No? Feel like that normally works. Wham! There we go. Once you get into it, this game is actually a lot more forgiving than you might initially think it is. There's a lot of speed and angle forgiveness that I didn't expect. It makes you wonder how you managed to screw things up so much earlier when you were less good at the game. You go, wow, I must have been really bad. And the answer is yes. Yes, you were. But that's the thing about like games with unique control mechanics like this, right? Is there's nothing like it, so it's not like you have a huge set of norms you can learn from. Tony Hawk is the one, right? Like, you can try and draw an analog between this and Tony Hawk, but I don't know. I don't know if that really does it. I feel like perhaps those skills don't transfer as much as you wish they did. Though I also played the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake, and it feels a lot different from the originals to me. It does feel more finicky. But that could be because, like, my memory of the originals is having a fully upgraded character, because there was a stat system in those games. So maybe the problem is just like the stat system has trained me to feel like I am better at the controls than I am, and once all of those upgraded stats go away, it's not so. All right, and I'm just gonna do one of these. That's lower than I expected. This is a good recovery somewhere. I just don't remember where. Where do you send me? Oh, right. You're supposed to go from this onto that ramp, and it kind of works. Yep. Kind of works. There we go. Now I know what's going on. I think it would be cool if this game got a sequel, but also, like, I don't know if games like this get a sequel. Maybe it gets like a bunch of maps from the community, but I don't know if you would be seeing another one of these. And what would you do? Like, the jank is part of the fun. So, like, the idea of a sequel, right, is you polish it up and make it better. But polish ruins the fun of a game like this. Ooh, that was a bonk. That bonk would have sent us who knows where. We don't want to take that. Also, this weird, like, half-wet texture. What is that? Like, I don't know how I feel about it. It looks like somebody, like, spilled oil just a little bit everywhere. And what? It's definitely like some kind of bump map or something that they just added. Whoa, okay then. All right, slightly sketch, but not so bad that we don't get the recovery. That's good. I'll take that. We are tragically bad at the squiddly spooch. It has cost us some time. By the time we're good at the squiddly spooch, then ideally we'll be ready not only just for this, but maybe some sort of speedrun situation. I think the thing that gets me is, like, there's got to be a smooth way to do that, but every time I make it, it feels like there's this really hard left cut. I'm certain there's a smooth way to solve this problem, and I'm not doing it. Couldn't tell you what I'm doing that makes it so weird. Something. Good. Alright, I overcooked that a teensy bit, but that's okay. And bam. Okay, we're still pretty bad at this section. I assume that won't help. Well, maybe it will help, because it gives me a good line. No, it won't. Nope. We bonk and lose all our momentum. Yeah. Still not sure what the formula is for this one. We at least can get down this ramp without totally screwing everything up. That's good. I feel like part of it is I need to stay more center than it's telling me to. But that's just a me thing. I don't think that's the right way to do it. I think that's just what feels comfortable. More squiggle. There's also the whole, like, am I looking at the right spot? Because really the most important thing is that all of the momentum gets smoothly redirected. So I need to think a little less about some of the stuff going on here and more about, like, am I getting a shot that redirects the momentum well? That's what I need to be doing. There we go. Apparently I talked myself into being good at that. Okay. Gotta make one of these. See if we end up doing it with, like, another one of those janky sudden left turn things. Sure do. But whatever, it worked out for us, so I'll take it. That was real bad. Real bad. Okay. just cooking too much. I don't need to go that fast there. I don't need to go that fast. I don't need to lose control. But do I? Absolutely. Why? Because Sanic need go fast. And if you weren't able to tell, this is clearly Sanic. Look, he's blue. He's got at least one spike. That's clearly Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't see how it couldn't be. Don't you remember these physics from those classic Genesis games? I sure do. Whoa, okay, that was bad. That was bad. We did a bad bonk. Feels like there should be a less awful recovery from here, but I am yet to find one. I'm not sure if, like, this is supposed to be like a recovery or something. Maybe. I'll take it, I guess. Sure. This is kind of a recovery. But it's a recovery that still makes me do, like, the whole level, so is it really? Is this really the recovery we were looking for? Are these the droids I was looking for? I'm not sure about that. Wham. Good. going too cross-eyed. And this should be good. Nice momentum redirection. Am I short? I am short. Oh boy. Didn't realize I was that short. That was weird. Did not expect. That's okay. This is like the fun section. This is like the wall ride everything section. I'm good with it. Nice. Wham! Good, 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 good. Like, I feel like if you're speedrunning this, you have to go into like robot mode and like have one eye pinned to the speed in the lower left corner and the right eye pinned to where you're going. Otherwise you miss everything. Alright, that was bad. I'll recover here and go again. That is not enough momentum. We need to set this up such that we have enough momentum to make the recovery. There we go. Better. Yeah, because, like, I feel like if you're doing this as a speedrun, right, there's very specific speeds where everything is going to work. What was... Oh, I hit the spacebar with my controller cord. No bueno. Weak. All right. Oh, one more time around the circle, everyone. We're now playing Mario Kart. I sure hope I'm in first place. These hats certainly don't imply anything about my ability to do stuff. Certainly thinking. Why, I think me good sometime. Bam. Nailed it. Yeah, I was also watching, the creator of the game did a breakdown of a speedrun competition that he had set up during the early days of the game's release. Alright, that's fine. I'll take it. There we go. That was a little sketch side. Sorry. Caught myself doing something dumb. But yeah, so he did a video showing off the early days of the game's release and had a mild speedrun competition for it. And what he did was he had prizes on the first day, I think the third day, and then what was the last one? The 10th day. And the first day and the third day, glitches were allowed, and then the 10th day competition was a glitchless run. And during that, he made a bunch of really cool visualizations for how the colliders work and all of the physics system. It was really neat. And he also did this visualization where he showed the intended routes and all of the speedrun skips that were available. And I feel like if most players just knew what the route was, they would already be in a much better position, because I can speak for myself saying, I was so close. That was so close to the good recovery. I can speak for myself in saying that, like, a lot of these rooms is just like, where am I going? Because I don't know. And then once you figure that out, it gets a lot easier. But the first step is just knowledge. So I'm trying to think what, like, a lot of difficult platformers have that same thing, which is why I like draw so many comparisons to them. I'm trying to think what other games have that pattern of like, I just don't know what to do. Adventure games? Is every game really a point and click adventure? Is that what it is? Is that why I like adventure games? Because most of the fun is in the puzzle? But if that were true, then we would all love the Water Temple in Zelda, nope, hold on. Ocarina of Time, that's the one. Ocarina of Time. Aw, come on. Too slippery? Yep, too slippery. Oh, okay. Yeah, then we would all of the water temple, but we don't. So it must be something. Whoa, that's not good. We gotta go up here, get a little more momentum. Please don't fall. I don't know where this goes. This looks bad. Where does this go? Where does this go? Ooh, I don't like this. This is bad. Where does this go? Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Didn't expect that. All right, well, I guess we know where that leads now. Knowledge. What is happening? Okay. I think I unloaded and then reloaded the level. And it just freaked out. That wasn't good. Yeah, so, like, there's this, there's adventure games. I'm trying to, oh, you know what? A lot of boss rush games are like this too, where most of the battle is just like figuring out the patterns. That's kind of like a weakness of boss design in a lot of cases. Certainly that's like the whole thing in Souls-likes, right? Is it's all figuring out what the patterns are. And then once you know the patterns, you just need to nail the muscle memory to do them reliably. But it's, I guess it's interesting that we've decided that we're okay with that. That like the whole system is just like training you to recognize a pattern, and because the vocabulary of the game is such that you basically can't cold read it, you're just gonna die every time some new part of the pattern is revealed to you. It's and not only, oop, we're gonna land here and do some kind of recovery, I think. Not only are the chains of attacks really long, guess we're gonna do this recovery. Yeah, sure. The chains of attacks are really long, and it's like there's a lot more stuff in your kit that doesn't work. So knowing when a block works versus a parry, all those different things, it feels like you might have fewer options. I guess that applied to me particularly because I decided to do a strength build instead of a dex build in Elden Ring, and strength builds are often built around trading blows. And if you don't know that you can trade the blow, or you can't trade the blow because it hits too hard or staggers you, then the strength build loses a lot of its luster. So, to my understanding, it's still OP, and like there's just a couple of bosses where there are real problems. So it's definitely still in the area of skill issue, but it's something I super noticed going through. Woo! Yeah. Is Cuphead? I feel like Cuphead you can be more reactive with. Souls-likes, it's definitely a lot of pattern recognition. my sensation of the amount of Cuphead I've played is that you are more able to just react. Mega Man's an interesting one, where the thing is really all about the okay, that was super sketch, but I'll take it. The thing is really like the puzzle of figuring out what order to beat the bosses in. Because, whoa, come on, man. That's not fair. Because you can beat them with the Buster, but like, I don't know. Not sure I'd recommend, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Can I? Maybe I can just play from here. Does this work? Oh, I think it does. That's cool. I didn't expect that back up. Probably because it doesn't actually work. That's probably why. Bam. All right. Yeah. Cuphead felt like it was reactive. Mega Man is like a, you know, a rock, paper, scissors situation. I can't... Mega Man X4 is the one I remember the most. Because it had a cool, like, bunch of anime interstitials, and it had Zero, who was, like, cringe and try hard, and I love cringe try hard characters. Bam. Yes. And I recall... Yep. Alright, let's see if we can manage to not screw this up too bad. I recall, nice, that I mostly, I think, beat the game with Buster, and it wasn't even that hard. And I think that was a case of there just being so many upgrades in the game, because the X series is more forgiving when it comes to tanking damage, because there's like a whole upgrade system in it. I think in general, when I was a kid, I didn't get that, like, a lot of the play with Mega Man was just to tank the damage. Can we do this one? I think we can get this one. Nope. Never mind. Back we go. Yeah, like, for some reason, you know, I would go into a Mega Man game and I would think, oh, I need to defeat every enemy, and the goal is to be hitless. And that is definitely not how you play Mega Man games effectively. Tank, go ahead, tank stuff. The big thing is just like watch out for pits. Mega Man is a cruel mistress when it comes to pits. It puts pits everywhere, and they are all very mean. And you get like, what, one checkpoint in the middle of the level and then a checkpoint right before the boss. So a pit can set you back a lot. It's almost like a rage game. It's almost like Mega Man and Get to Work are the same. Mind blown! That's right. We're bringing it all back. We're bringing it all back. Just let me up there, please. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Ooh, boy, that was bad. Yeah, the angles on this are very specific. That is what keeps getting me. It's generally forgiving, but you can definitely, like, get it wrong. And then all of us... Yeah, see, like that, right? Like, that's a case of me just cooking too hard. And I get punished for my hubris. Is this supposed to, like, do this? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Maybe. It's, like, kind of smooth. It's kind of smooth, I guess. Feels like there should be a more forgiving recovery. I'm sure I'm just blind. And there's some, like, super smooth recovery right there that you can totally take. Nice. It was neat to find that little ledge recovery there a second ago, where there's just like that little ledge you can get on. I like it. Alright, and just take one of these and do one of these. Nice. This should be good. Yep. Good, good. What games have y'all been playing? What's your favorite hard game? No, we're starting from the beginning on this one. Back to the bottom. What is my favorite hard game? There's some funny hard games. For the Sega Genesis, there's a game called Boogerman that is notoriously difficult. And stupid. Oh, wait. Alright, hold on. Can I get... No, this is smooth now. So if we want to do the skip, we have to angle that previous pad real well. Yeah, they explained how these pads work. So what happens is the pads have a collider zone that is in them. And generally speaking, the way the collider basically works is if you enter the collider, it just adds some upward momentum to you. And if you are going down, right, like it'll set this positive upward momentum. But if you are in a position where you are going up and manage to enter the collider, then you'll get an extra boost of upward momentum. And because of that, you can use them for skips. I don't think it was patched out, but the trick is on that incline there, you can get just enough speed that you can clip into the bottom of the collider. And then because you're going up, you'll have extra upward momentum when done. There's like sort of there's a secondary level to the trick where the way the grab works is a little, it's not based in real physics, and that is because they want players to feel like they have an opportunity to recover. So since they want players to feel like they can recover, the way it works is you always have some control over forward momentum, but when you press the grab button, you momentarily get a boost to your friction. So that's how that works. You get a sudden friction boost, and then if you let go, your force that is applied from your steering now has more effect on slopes. So if I'm on this slope here, right? If I temporarily grab, what is happening, this is what's called a slippery slope. What's happening is that I am temporarily getting a little bit of extra friction, and then my input still applies, so that is enough to overcome the gravity. So if you do that in like the couple of frame window that you have, that was a little incorrect. If you do that in the couple of frame window you have when you enter the collider for those boxes, you can also have like even more extra upward momentum. That was not correct. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't right. So I think the general theme here is I am putting forward momentum on something that requires just about 0 forward momentum. Yep. All right. Well, that got us here again. Woo! Yeah, I remember this. A little bit of a bonk. And if we get through these bouncers, which we usually manage. Oh yeah, last time we found out that there's a real bad failure mode here that I just hadn't hit yet. That's what happened. You can really fall from here. It just doesn't seem like it. You just have to be extra stupid. And it turns out that that's a skill I have. Yeah, so if we get, this is the section where we're pretty inconsistent. You just gotta be a little more consistent over here. And then we will be okay. I think a lot of it is definitely just knowing where you're going so that your angles are good. Yeah, that's some good angle. Good. Nailed it. Okay. So what we've learned is that we are always overcooking these. We really don't need much forward momentum at all. Once we've reached the top of this one, right? You need almost none to carry it through. And we have consistently overcooked it and fallen to the bottom of this entire building. And I think we're going to find a theme in the next area. Whoa, boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was not okay. I think we're going to find a theme in the next area where hubris and overcooking is going to play a important lesson. It's almost like we're learning nothing. We learn nothing. We're learning a little bit. Please ignore the 2 dunce caps on my head. That is not representative of any actual learning that may or may not be happening. Okay. So, we need to, I think, like, basically hard be going left the minute that we're on the second half of that gap. Okay, that did work. We're learning. So this has a bunch of awful recoveries if we do this wrong. And here we need to hit that, and then we need to almost immediately stop ourselves so that we can get up here. Good. All right, and the part that we consistently get wrecked on is right here. You need a lot of momentum at the output of this thing. And I'm never getting it. I don't, is it just that, like... Yeah, see, that's just, like, super not even close, right? It's not even close. Okay, and then here, the thing we have to do is we have to get on this recovery ramp. And then we have to make sure that we don't... Oh, boy. We want to hit here. Yeah, that's what we want. We don't want to go farther. Okay, so we got that recovery figured out, I guess. Huh. So, yeah, how do I manage that much momentum on that thing? I'm not sure I know. I don't think I know how to do that. There's some sort of skill we're lacking. And over here, is this the thing? No, this is not. Is this the thing? This is the thing. So what we need is we need like a lot of momentum. Because I think we're trying to jump that whole gap. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're jumping somewhere else. See if I can get a better look at it when we're up there. Whoa! Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can take some stock, figure out what's going on. Okay, we want to hit this one. And we want to hit this one. We want to chill out over here. I don't think I go that way. Maybe I go to the right? No, I think that is what sends me to the right. Yeah, I think I gotta go down that, get a little momentum. Do I do that little, like, weird black what's it over there? Is that what I'm supposed to do? It doesn't seem right either. No, I don't think that's it. I think that's a recovery path. I'm pretty sure we just somehow need a stupid amount of momentum. And I don't know how to get it. Like, if I super YOLO past this thing, can I just, like, jump that section, maybe? Is that, like, really the play? Oh, it is. Okay. So, the trick is to YOLO harder, I guess. It'll send me somewhere good. Like, boy, I sure don't like this. This feels sketchy. This feels really sketchy. That's not good. We want to like, yeah. That's what
You
we
make
want.
a change to the company. It's
Ooh.
bold. It's risky. AAA stocks inside AA bonds with chip bond stock bond chips is something no one would ever dream to
Wow,
do.
chip on
But
stock
you
bond
did,
chips.
and the board likes that.
Nice. Okay. So we're gonna go around here a couple of times, it looks like. All right, we got that shot. I think that shot just leads us over to that. Yeah, okay, so our next stop is one of those old school, like, hexagon half loop things from before. So our goal now is to make the hexagon half loop thing. Or, like, totally wreck it. We're gonna jump on here? We're not gonna jump on there.
Are chip bond stock bond chips 100% safe? Is rollerblading safe? Some things are worth the risk, and risk is your middle name.
Well, that didn't work. That's funny. Yep, no idea where we're going still. We're gaining knowledge a little bit at a time and running back just like it's Dark Souls. Wham! Nice. Good. Ooh, that wasn't great, but hey, it worked out somehow. Nice. Wham! Here we go. Oof. Medium oof. That was not bueno. It was extreme lacking in bueno. Let's just get back. Up we go. Perfection. I wonder if it's easier or harder to do this in one sitting. It feels like because I am not doing it in one sitting, like I'll lose some momentum. But it also theoretically has the advantage of, oh no. All right, what is this? Where's the best recovery from here? Is this, I guess? This. It also has the disadvantage, or the advantage, sorry. So the disadvantage, right, is you lose some momentum. The advantage is that, like, you get that whole thing where when you sleep, your brain encodes information that you learn throughout the day. So maybe you become a roller skating master while you're asleep. Maybe that's what happens. I guess most people spend like half their playthrough in this section with the like jumping back and forth between the buildings. I'd buy that, I guess. We're on target for, well, we're not quite on target for that because we've been collecting everything. And I don't think most people do, despite the fact that they should, because there's so much good stuff to collect. I think most people are not quite as tryhard. There we go. Bam. It seems like it's really easy to be vice president and really hard to be CEO. That's what I'm being taught. All right. Can we first try this one this time? Remember, our goal is that we don't need all that much momentum once we're on this part. Yep. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right. And we're going to first try this one too. Definitely going to first try it. We're now so skilled at this that there is no shot that we will have any type of problem in this section of the game. It would reflect very poorly if I were to make a claim like that and then suddenly need to go back on it. That would be terrible. Certainly, I wouldn't ever do such a thing. We just need to keep... All right. That would have been sick, though, right? Think of how awesome that would have been. All right. Where's the best recovery from here? This looks like maybe where the best recovery would be. Maybe. Is this it? Maybe. Maybe. There's like there's weird little bits of light bleed in the corners and stuff sometimes. I wonder what that's all about. Am I like straight up just supposed to go back to the beginning maybe? I guess so. Maybe my theory for recovering over here was incorrect. I think they want me to recover down here. That's okay. We're vice president. You can't stop a vice president. Oof. Now, when do we get to be evangelist of something? That's a LinkedIn title that I'm certain means nothing and is full of scammers and tryhards. Technology evangelist. Seems to sell well, though. Venture capitalists really love it. So I guess good for you if you're a technology evangelist. I don't think I'm ever going to join you. Product evangelist. Technology evangelist. Little worried that you're trying to turn this into a religion, my guy. How about you chill out? Stop. Get some help. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okie dokie. Hey, we did it. All right. Don't need extra forward momentum. Once we're here, we just need to steer. All right, we need to do more than steer because we bonked. We bonked. I lied. I'm a liar, and I always have been. That's why I have this hat, because it says dunce, but I'm not. I'm a genius. That's what makes me a liar. Okay, overcooked it once again. Constantly overcooking it. Just like the beans. Those delicious, delicious beans. I keep them in my drawer, right next to me. Just slowly roasting. Put a little bit of kerosene in there. Throw some beans up in there. Maybe a garlic clove. What else we have lying around? Like we get a little bit, some twine. You take the beans, you put them in a twine, like cheesecloth. Put them in cheesecloth, right? With the garlic clove. And then you take the twine and you tie it tight. And you let those beans just chill in their own juices. You get them soupy, delicious beans. All right. Are we not already vice president? Are we still vice presidenting? Is this all vice president? Feels like a lot. Okay, so we hit the first one. We hit the second one. Then we hit the brakes. Good. Now we hop up here. And we prepare to fall all the way back to the beginning again. So what we learned was the play was basically to YOLO it from here. Okay, and that does kind of work. All right, that's good. Progress. This is progress. P stands for progress. Oh, I saw this section in like the speed run. It's super neat. Yeah, it's really cool. You have to like yeah, this is like, you need to control your momentum real nice so that you're not a total idiot. Yeah, so you get up here and then you have to do the right amount of speed and angle control so that you make it out just in time. Oh, but the wall riding is not good. Okay, that wall riding mechanic is going to be causing us some trouble. I didn't think I evaluated that quite as thoroughly as I needed to. And I think you have to do this twice. I think there's another one of these coming. around here somewhere. All right, that one was pretty good. Oh, no, you don't. I don't think I can make it all the way up, but I can probably make it up to this part. All right. Come on. Ah, come on. Where are we going? All right. Is that good? Oh, that is good. Whew. Whew. That was a sphincter tightening moment. All right. Good. Got our momentum. We did whatever that was. That seemed bad. How bad is this? Seems like there's like maybe some kind of recovery up here. Wow, that is a sketchy recovery. Okay. Yes, this is a recovery. It's not a great one. Okay. How tight is the sphincter? Extremely tight. That was bad. That was bad, and we need to go over here so that we recover to a good spot.
CEOs you've been hanging out with start wearing designer plain clothes.
Ooh.
You mortgage your home to buy a nanopolymer Peruvian plain white t-shirt and get mustard on it on the second day.
That's bad. I'd hate for that to happen. Oh, come on, man. Come on! All right, where are we? How stupid is this? This is stupid. This is real stupid. Is this beginning stupid? It's pretty close. It is kind of beginning stupid. Is there anywhere good to go from here? I don't think there is. It kind of wants us to go that way. What? So, but that just sends us backwards. Do we want to go backwards? I don't think so. Guess I could. I guess the only viable thing that makes sense is to do this. Or not. Never mind. All right. And we're back. Well, Cassie, the good news is I'm really, really skilled at getting to the second vice president jump thing, because we've been falling a lot. Bam. All right, that's a little much. Okay. Yeah. Yup. We're definitely learning some skills. We're learning some skills, albeit slowly. We're trying to keep all of our smarts hidden under the dunce caps until the end, so that there's like a big surprise reveal. So we might look a little stupid until then. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's a solid strategy. You can't let corporate competitors know. Corporate espionage is kind of a mess right now. It's crazy. It is crazy how much corporate espionage there is. Now, this started as a bit, but let me tell you, in actuality, there is a ton of corporate espionage. Has anybody heard of like the crazy thing going on with Rippling? I'm trying to remember the name of the other company. There's two companies in the HR space. Oh, is this a recovery? This is a recovery. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. I saw you trying to do that. No, no, no. Come on. Bam. I'm taking it. Okay. Yeah, Rippling and one other company. I think it was Rippling. They're both electronic HR companies. So if you're familiar with like Workday, you can think of it that way. Kind of competitors to SAP, which is a big enterprise readiness software firm. So these two HR companies, electronic human resources companies, have been competing over their products. And one of them hired someone to be a mole. So they hired someone to gain access to their company at a relatively high level and leak information directly to them. And when they found out, which they did, because the other company sent a honeypot email to catch this person, they responded to the honeypot email, so they knew who it was. They went with a bunch of FBI agents to arrest the guy, and he ran and hid in the bathroom and flushed his phone. And then after that, I think he finally got out of the bathroom, and then he ran again. It is mildly to moderately messed up. Oh, son of a... Gah. That is one of my least favorite things to miss, because if you miss it that particular way, you have to go so far back. You have to go so very far back. Am I going this way? I think so. Yep. Well, as long as it looks like a smooth recovery. Well, please ignore all the parts where I'm hitting things. Like your skating. I too like the skating. I better like it because we seem to be doing a lot of it. Bam. Woo! It is a good time. Yeah, so corporate espionage is real. I have worked at a lot of places. That is just my grind set. It's true. Can't be living without that grind set. I have worked at a wide variety of places that have to deal with corporate espionage. Wow, did I really undercook that? I overcook everything. So I was just like, oh, this time we're not going to be stupid. And we overcorrected, everybody. We overcorrected. Anyway, yeah, most places I've worked from a corporate perspective have had like pretty strict security, RFID cards, and in one place I worked for secret projects, corporate espionage is so bad that they have a specific closed room to talk about like those projects and products. It's got frosted glass all the way around, and you lose by not paying attention to what you're doing and instead telling your story and end up at the bottom. But yeah, there's frosted glass, there's like special access. They've got a whole security system with RFID cards where like when you are greenlit for a particular secret project, only you have access to the room. It's serious business. That dude at the HR company didn't have enough of a grind set, obviously. That's true. You missed, I think, a couple grind set podcasts that we ended up picking up. There was one that I totally intended to get and knew was there ahead of making a fall, and it wasn't an accident at all. That definitely happened. So one of those happened. Bam. Yeah, good. You better be sure. You had better be sure. Here we go. Wham. Nice. Okay, this is looking okay. We should be able to get to where we're going this time. Yep. Just gotta not screw up this section, and we're at the first squiddly spooch. All right, and squiddly spooch right here. Okay. Do we make the squiddly spooch? No, I'm overcooking it again. I overcooked it again. Ugh. It's really forgiving if you like don't overcook it too bad, but I just can't. I can't do that. All right, back over here. But at least the part right after that recovery is fun. It would be less awesome if this wasn't like a really fun part of the map. But it is pretty fun. Whee! There we go. All right, and good. Okay. I think we'll make it back. Good. That's good. Good. Nice. That was very slightly sketchy, but we're back. All right. At least we got back fast. Now we can try not to be stupid. All right, this is a unique level of stupid. Ooh, he was Spider-Man. Good job, Spider-Man. You spider that man. Is that what a Spider-Man does? Spiders people as a verb? That's got to be what it is. All right. Come on. Yes? Good. Good. I guess spidering someone is to attach 6 legs to them and maybe cover them in silk. That seems right. Whoa! Whoa! The bonk is... What? The bonk is unhinged, man. Come on. Don't be doing that. All right. Can I do something fun here? No? Aw. All right. To spider someone is to practice shibari in an urban neighborhood setting. Wait, hold on. Is this right? I for once can't tell whether or not this is something you have pulled up from Urban Dictionary or whether like this is a you original. Normally your ability to lean into the slang is not all that excellent, but okay, all right, respect. Okay, you heard it here, folks. Cassie knows the most about urban shibari. That's what we've learned. As one does. I feel urban shibari feels like, you know, an activity. It feels like an activity that just happens in the wild. Like it's a found shibari. Like you didn't expect it there. You just like go into an alley and much like, you know, you might find a purse or something, there's just a bunch of shibari there that you didn't expect. Seems strange. All right, we missed that one, but there's a good recovery here. Much like Spider-Man. You're right. I didn't expect Spider-Man and I didn't expect the found shibari. All right, we messed up that recovery. And the best recovery is this after a mess up there. Dang. Oh, okay, then. Maybe we can mess up all of our recoveries. Maybe we can make real fools of ourselves. I believe in us. Wow. Yep. All right, here we go. Bam. Back we go. Yeah, the, whoa. Yeah, you know, you just like, you open up a trash can like you're somebody in a cartoon, like trying to find a fishbone for food, right? And instead, there's just a bunch of shibari in there. You know how that goes? That's very common. It's a common issue. What? Focus on what? Is this a recovery? This looks fun. What's this do? Oh, no, never mind. Why would I focus? Nobody needs to focus. Nothing bad happens when you lose focus. It's, you know, you can't be like a surgeon or a helicopter pilot and be paying attention 100% of the time. It's so draining. You know, you gotta zone out a little bit. You're messing up because you've been distracted by shibari? How did you know that? How did you know that was a problem? That's supposed to be a secret. I understand this is a common occurrence. The distraction or the shibari, because both are true. That's what this guy... Whoa, buddy! Whoa! Come on, man. if we get, yeah, maybe I can try. I think the play is you do this. Nope, close. I was gonna see if I could do that speed run skip. I was explaining the mechanics earlier. The idea is that you enter the colliders for these from the bottom, and so you already have upward momentum. Well, that was close. All right, I'm done screwing around. I mean, I'm not done screwing around, but I'm done screwing around with this particular thing. We've got other ways to screw around, such as, you know, a sheep shank knot, which in the context of shibari is a little more concerning. You gotta be careful about what kind of knots you're using in shibari. It's very important, because, so actually, fun fact, you do have to be careful about that, because you need to make sure that they can bear a person's weight without cutting off blood flow. Because if it can't bear their weight and it cuts off blood flow, one, they could be falling down and getting themselves a concussion, but also, like a lot of rope harnesses and knots you might organically come up with, right? They'll cut off circulation and they'll turn into a tourniquet. And so you'll enter a shibari session thinking you're going to have a good time and leaving with one less leg than you intended. Yeah, we got that sweet shibari lore. That's what the grind set's all about. My various shibari products. That's my side business. We do science and shibari here. That's it. Nothing else. Those are our skills. Whoa! All right, this is going okay. Now let's not be total idiots. Math is sexy. Have you seen the way the square root of 2 looked at me? Dang. I want to get up in that so bad it's irrational. You see what I'm saying? You hear me? All right, that was the right idea, but the bad momentum. What's funny is I've been one-shotting this for like a couple of hours, and now we got the yips. We got the yips, the inability to do what you know how to do. You know, it's like when you forget to breathe. Like you feel like you know how to do it, but then all of you are sudden, oh wait, how does that work? Oh, that's my opinion on that. All right. Is this going to be enough? Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. Well, at least we're on our recovery. You're yiffing now? Not how I thought this stream was going to go. What do you think getting to work means? Huh? Did you think that wasn't a euphemism? We did discover recently that I'm apparently a dog girl. We had to decide whether or not I'm a cat girl or a dog girl, and dog girl was the winner. You see, Cassie and I were distracted. We were watching some videos in the evening, as one does, just chilling out, getting ready for bed. And earlier that day, yeah, exactly, earlier that day, the Omegaverse had come up. If you don't know what the Omegaverse is, it's sort of like a collaborative fiction project, much like the Secure, Contain, Protect project, but it skews a little more Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey. I can leave it at there for now. We'll answer more questions later and or on demand. So here I am trying to learn myself what kind of Omegaverse personage I am. And the basic setup is there are alphas, betas, and omegas. I don't actually understand what the point of the betas are. I understand the alphas and the omegas. So the alphas are basically the top of the hierarchy, and they are complete and utter horn dogs. And then the betas, is this gonna work for me? Shit. All right, back. And then the omegas, they're not the bottom of the hierarchy. They're like something else. they're the top of the hierarchy. They go into heat. So, I guess the play undone by sexy distractions again. I know these dunce caps are just too sexy. I'm telling you. Yeah. So give me here. The Omegas, right? They're sort of like a second type of leader in the hierarchy, except their whole thing is they're the breeders. So the alphas are the gooners and the Omegas are the breeders. And regardless of your gender, it is possible to get pregnant. So Sonic Mpreg in the chat. That's what I'm saying. Sonic Mpreg in the chat. And yeah, so they are constantly like tracked by Omegas in order to like they get driven wild. We're gonna have to go over here. They get driven wild by, or the alphas get driven wild by the Omegas because they go into heat, right? Nice, I'll take it. And as a result, Omegas have to like protect themselves from alphas a little bit, and then they do have like some kind of social power, I guess. So this is the idea. And then betas, I guess, are like I don't know. They're the cucks. They're useless. they're the no goods. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the betas. So we took a quiz called the 100% accurate Omegaverse quiz. And you know it's good because it's 100% accurate. It says so right in the title. That's how you know. So we're taking the 100% accurate Omegaverse quiz. And one of the questions is, right now, stop everything you're doing, text somebody, and ask them if you are a cat girl or a dog girl. And so I send out text to like 3 of my friends immediately. And I learned 2 things that night. 1, all my friends are insomniacs. And 2, I am universally a dog girl. I am a dog girl, no question. So by analysis of all of my friends, I'm a dog girl. Your responses were split. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I thought I thought you got dog girl across the board. 2 and 2. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I guess I could see that, right? Because we've got some mixed stuff. Why am I so bad at this now? I just did this 10 times in a row. What's happening? What's happening? Well, and we're bad at that now too. Okay. If we screw up on the lab is gooning too much to focus, it's true. I'm overgooned. I'm overgooned and underground because this is the grind set. This is the grind set. Yeah, so yeah, I'm surprised. So again, a key piece of this 100% accurate quiz is you have to determine via analysis of your friends whether you are a cat girl or a dog girl. I got dog girl universally. And you finish up and go through all these ridiculous questions, and then you get to decide where you are in the Omegaverse. And I typically when I am taking quizzes like this, they put me in a, like, I usually get like a more alpha type position in these types of quizzes, usually. But the Omega is an interesting role, right? Like, the Omega is like not powerless. You know, you do have, there are some concerns that Omegas have to manage, and they are absolutely gooners. So those are the qualities of the Omega that you have to be aware of. And I got the Stoic Omega, which was basically like Omega who is tired of your shit. Incorrect. It's Omega who is tired of your shit. It was something to the degree of, congratulations, you know, you like are it was something like, you know, you mostly stand on your own, but you really need therapy and you want someone to take all your problems away from you. So hurry up and get some therapy, bud. It was something like that. Something to that degree. That's what I learned about myself. And I thought about it a little more. And I was like, oh, they're saying I'm Daria, which I guess I'm okay with. I'm good with being Daria. I understand that. Oh, we finally got it right again. Good. Because that sucked. All right. Yeah. So apparently I'm Daria. There have actually been, oh no, scholarly papers. Hold on. I need to stop for a second. There have actually been scholarly papers written about how one's omegas are a reflection of the struggles women face in real life society. I'm certain that's true, because if I walk into a liberal arts college or a room full of English majors, I'm going to have papers on every depraved concept that I can think of. There's a video essay on YouTube about this that is really interesting. What does that mean? What does that mean? Really interesting can mean anything. I have no idea what the context for that is, and I am concerned. What does that mean? Please explain. Oh, God. Bam. Well researched, huh? Well researched. Y'all heard it here. Well-researched Omegaverse video essay that is, quote, very interesting. Very interesting. Is this the type of video essay you would watch with the blinds open or closed? Asking for a friend. Sometimes porn is just porn. Sometimes it's not. That is true. What am I thinking of? There's some... Man... what's that like famous? There's that famous hentai manga that everybody talks about, where it's the scene with the girl in the glasses, and it's about like how life can kick you down. It's like super depressing. It's about like you know, how like one destabilizing event can really put you down a dark path. That's a good one to write a couple of essays about, make a short video on. Actually, I'm pretty sure folks have made, it's like, what is that called? It's like, it's like despair. It's like a butterfly effect kind of title. What is that? Damn it. I know that the Trash Taste folks have done like a little section on it. But, all right, I buy that. Sometimes porn is just porn, sometimes it's not. Oh, that's funny. All right, we need to get this angle more gooder. This is the one where I do often be overcooking. So if I remember, my strategy was like, once I'm here, I really don't need much. Okay, this is the right idea. I can recover this if I remember, and if I fall, there's a decent recovery. I just need to make sure I don't screw it up too bad. Nope. All right, well, we'll go into this recovery, because this is a nice recovery. This is a nice recovery. Let's do it. Just got to make sure that you have enough speed for it. Cool. All right, let's try that again. Let's see if we can get it a little cleaner. The idea of not overcooking it was definitely helping. Now, am I going to listen to myself in like 1/10 of a second? Or am I going to overcook again? Let's find out. Oh, no, that worked. Okay, that was good. That was good. So now we're back here. Let's see if we can get to our nemesis. We do have a known nemesis in this section. All right, this is good. All right, we are very inconsistent at this stupid thing. That is what we know about that. We're pretty inconsistent at this, and when we do it bad, that happens. There is a totally reasonable recovery that we can do, as long as we're not dumb. Okay. All right, we did the totally reasonable recovery. I don't know that I executed it very well, but we did it. We did it, chat. Yeah. Okay, now we got to hit this one and this one, and then we need to break. Cool. I left for 4 hours. How are you still here? What do you mean? This is totally fine, and nothing ever goes wrong, and we're totally skilled, and it's great. All right, so the problem that we run into, okay, buddy. All right, so as long as I don't screw up this recovery too much, it seems like we have a lot of very good opportunities to figure this out. Well, it turns out the corporate world is hard, Kaboosh, okay? Some of us have been out here grinding for those 4 hours. What have you been doing, huh? Probably building a PC, having an awesome time, living your best life. That's probably what you've been doing. But we were on the grind set. That's what we were doing. All right, we missed one of them there platforms. I am a stoic Omega. That's what I learned. I learned that. And we're back. Whoa, bud. Don't be too stupid. Chill out. Relax. Pay some attention to what's going on. Not much, just a little bit. All right, we're back here. Cool. Yeah, Cassie was... What kind? You were some kind of alpha. I don't remember what kind, though, to be honest. Bruh. All right. How did I do this so clean once and so not ever since? Okay. Is this good? Okay. All right. That's something. Okay. This takes us back to this section. Let me up. All right. Okay. So, need a little bit of forward. Did that work? I think that worked. Okay. Woo! Friendly alpha. That's weird. That's weird and strange. Why are you so friendly? Be less friendly. I'm against it. Okay. All right, so this is the farthest point we've been. We haven't yet made it around this wall. Okay, and I stopped paying attention and almost lost it. I'm weird and strange pot kettle. Look, I'm not any kind of kitchenware, all right? I don't know what you're implying. Wait, hold on. Can I use this somehow? Here. Yeah? Yeah? Fine. Okay. We just got to go around one more time. Around the loop-de-loop. Here we go. 1 and 2. And we're back. I clipped that moment where you were talking about busting. Busting feels good. I don't understand. Why don't people get it? You gotta understand that busting feels good. Busting feels good. Oh, this is bad. Wait! Are we cheating? Cheating? Team cheating? Team cheating. All right, I need my camera to be good though. All right, that's better. Nope. Team failing to cheat. It's okay. We know how to recover from here. We just gotta... Actually, can I recover even harder? No. Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. Let's try to be vaguely responsible. All right, good. Okay. So we just have to stop the Wall of Doom. That's what we're working on right now. The problem... All right. Maybe we can make it this time. Maybe it'll work this time. Hey! See? We're killing it. Do I have enough momentum? No. Yeah. All right, fine. We'll go again. How do you recover harder? Well, all right. So what you got to do is you gotta find your center. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and tighten your sphincter. Tighten it as tight as you possibly can. Deep within that sphincter is your recovery chakra. It's right in the center of it. And if you tighten it just enough, then your recovery chakra releases a little bit of recovery juice. And you can use that to recover possibly 3 times as hard as you normally would. That's how you recover harder. Did that help? I lost you at sphincter. But that's all we are. That's all people are, you see, is a collection of bags of fluid with sphincters connecting them. I would have preferred, like, what if this was a love story and instead we had You Had Me at Sphincter? Like, it's a classic love story of You Had Me at Hello. It's that kind of trope. But You Had Me at Sphincter. We can do a lot with the sphincter if we try. This is my policy. Okay, then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really? That is wildly unfair. Okay. What is the least stupid recovery? It is if I can get over there. It's the least stupid. That is the least stupid. Oh, actually, maybe the least stupid recovery is to get on one of those things. I told you were going to lose too much focus. I'm going to try and go over here. Okay, that works. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, good. Good. Decent recovery. That could have been much worse. Ask anybody. All right. No, they're playing Boom 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 Boom. I love Boom 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 Boom. All right, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was very bad. That was very bad. No. I knew when they were playing Boom 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 Boom, I was gonna lose focus. I knew it was gonna happen. But at least Boom 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 Boom, I want you in my room. All right, here we go. Nailing this. We're gonna nail this. It's gonna be super great. Just you wait. All right, we have too much momentum though, so this will be weird. Oh, hey, we didn't bonk. I expected bonk. Whoa, all right. If not, then forever. Don't you cringe? Don't you cringe? We're out here trying to make bread. We're trying to get our paper. Right? Sometimes that means that you have your earphones in and perhaps you're listening to some solid old school music and you make a small, very minor mistake. Those mistakes don't last. That's fine. No one's gonna know in the long run because we're gonna be CEO. And once we're CEO, if anybody makes fun of us, we will fire them. That is how we will solve that. Retaliation is the true power of commerce. That's how it works. Plus, now we get to look super swag at this section because I'm not gonna make any mistakes. If I did, I mean, that would be gross and awful, and you wouldn't notice them. You definitely aren't noticing anything right now. You saw nothing. Yeah, we're not going to make any mistakes because that would be cringe. That would be super cringe. It would be cringe if we didn't have enough momentum there. That would be cringe. There's a lot of cringe stuff that could happen that simply is not going to happen. It just isn't because we are so skilled and prepared. I didn't grind for these hats to be falling off of everything. Rip and tear. Let's do it. I was not paying attention. And it mattered. It mattered. Ah, yes, the chicken jockey. Chicken chaser. Has anybody played the original Fable? It's like the most memorable thing from that game. Is that there's a title you can get, and you can choose to get rid of it later. But no one does. The title is Chicken Chaser. The nether is lit. Yes! Perfect. Yeah, the original Fable... I don't remember much about Fable 2. I can't remember if I beat it. Fable 3 was on the Xbox 360, I think. And that one ended with you being king? It was pretty good. I remember liking it. Hey, that one was clean. Cool. Okay, we're back over here. Water bucket, please. If anybody ever watches Neuro-sama, they're an AI VTuber in Vital who programmed Neuro to do a water bucket challenge. It was really funny. So, Neuro is better at Minecraft than you. That's all you need to know. Bounce? Oh yeah! Saved by the bounce! Sketch, but I'll take it. Oh, you're quoting the movie. Nice. We're not there yet. We will be seeing it tomorrow. So I hope... Have you seen it already, or are you just quoting the trailer? One of the trailers. Come on, buddy. Must succeed at thing for great justice. All right, going good so far. That's pretty good. Good. Oh, that came up short, and I don't know why. I was going so clean. Oh, that's messed up. One of the villagers gets married to a human and learns English. Oh no, don't make the villagers real. It'll make me feel weird about all the stuff I do to them. Alright, there we go. Momentum, please. We'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a momentum today. Is this going well? This is going well. This is going pretty well. Whoa! Frame hitch. Wonder what that was about. Good. Ooh, that's a little rough, but we made it. We made it. Okay. That's true. How dare you? Did we make it? Yes. Okay, we're back. Maybe people will stop trapping them in holes. They belong in holes. They like it there. I can't believe that you would take them away from their beloved holes. Look, if there's one thing I know, certain beings just need their holes. You've got villagers and Oni. I think that's... Yep, that's all two of them. At least those two. Alright. So, we went a little slow at the start, and then we kinda... Yep! Alright. I kind of understand how to do that now. I still reserve the right to forget. I reserve the right to forget. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna do this. And up here. Cool. They should make an Undertale movie and cast everyone as Jack Black. I mean, actually, I feel like you could have Jack Black play both Sans and Papyrus, and it would work. You'd have to do it different. Though I feel like he's more of a Papyrus, because Sans gets cool, right? Like, Jack Black's thing is to stay goofy, and Papyrus stays goofy, but Sans becomes cool. So, we need someone else for Sans. Jim Carrey did it. I guess Jim Carrey did, like, a lot of serious film though. It bonked me. I got the bonk. That's right. I still need to watch Sonic 3. Because I need to watch Shadow, my beloved. Shadow, my beloved. He plays 2 people. Well, I mean, you've got, what, Mike Myers in the Austin Powers series playing 1 million people. You can definitely play multiple characters. Oof. And it can work. This is getting painful to watch. Please, for the love of God, do better. No! I will do poorly no matter what! And you can't stop me!
Bruh.
Exactly. Can you believe she's calling me out like this? That's ridiculous. Whoa, that was nearly that mistake we had earlier that sent us back to the bottom. You gotta be careful about that one. All right. You got too much height. I need a little less height, please. Okay. So this... This ended very badly last time, too. So I'm just going to go straight to this recovery. Because when I tried to recover from there, it did not go well. We're going to go back to here. Yeah, this is better. I would rather do that recovery, because this rotating wall section is pretty... It's pretty kind as long as I don't get too greedy. Gamer! Absolutely 100% certified gamer. USDA Grade A gamer. Available in the market near you. Yep. All right. Nice. Okay. We just gotta... This is another one of those, like, you don't want to cook too much situations, because if you do, then you hit the wall. I think I want to be slowing down a little bit there. I think. But I'm not actually sure. We'll have to find out. At least we're in a safe-ish spot. Maybe you're cooking enough? It could be. I don't know if it's like... There's like a lot of variables in this, because it could be... Like, the speed helps, right? But then... I don't know. See, that seemed really sketchy. I'm just saying. Like, that's not a clean-looking situation. Also, I think I need to maintain that speed in order to get up there. So I need to not stop. Dies in French. Resurrects because don't like French. Dies in American. Oof. That's right. Yeah. Hey, I just had an interesting thought. Do you think our finger guns, like, did that originate in America? And is that because of our gun laws? Like, is it a thing where, like, okay, we're liberal with gun laws, so this type of idea is normal? That would be interesting. Just be like, yeah, no. It's so codified into our culture that, like, the way we greet people is with guns. We show people our fake guns to know that we're friendly. That's hilarious. Is this doing the thing? All right, that seems pretty clean. Oh, son of a... All right. Let me on, because this has a better... This is a better recovery. Okay, so that idea was pretty good. It's just very tight. It's tight like a tiger. It's very tight. Tight like tiger. That's what we got. That was bad. All right, we need to be careful about what recoveries we're choosing to go for. because there's a lot available, and half of them end up at the bottom of this entire building. I know. I tested all of them. Oh no, that's the one! That's the one! All right, where's the safest place to go? Okay, going to the right is good. You could also go... All right, let's see if we can land on this thing. Oh, I can't see. Is that good? Are we doing good?
It was at this moment that he
Are we
knew.
doing good?
He
Oh my
fucked
god,
up.
I don't know if we're doing good. Oh my god. Okay, is this good? Where are we? Where are we? All right, that wasn't great. Cal kills the 545. Cal kills the soul. Yikes. Is this good? This is pretty okay. All right. Well, at least we made that jump. That could have been bad. It's better than I thought it would be. That, all right. Well, that was the first head trauma we've had in a while. It's been a minute since we had one of those. All right, let's go on down. Let's go on down. Bam. Get ourselves back up into this nice little delivery window. And then up we go. Wee! Everybody get your wee out in the chat. Ooh, wait, hold on. Phrasing. Everybody get your hype out in the chat. Everybody hype. Please don't piss in the chat. Please don't do that. I'm assuming chat is potty trained? Maybe? I guess that's too much to ask for, huh? Yeah, probably. That's my bad. That's my bad for letting that even happen. Are we good? Oh, we are good. Okay. Not nice. Not nice. Not. Okay. Well, whatever, I guess. Yep, pretty much. Away we go. All right. Come on, sir. I know you can make it. I believe in you. The song and the dunce caps might not believe in you, but I do. Whoop. Nice. All right. And we're going to jump over here. And we're going to grab onto this thing. We're going to grab onto this thing. And then this thing. This is going great. I don't even know how great that's going. It looked great for a second. It looked great until all of the head trauma. Can you double jump in? Can you just do both hips? Now is the time to be crying in Kirby, because we got Kirby going. So, appropriate time to be crying in Kirby. Bam, here we go. And there we go. Yup. Okay. There was a period where I was screwing up that section, and I can't seem to recreate it, which I guess is good, but I still don't know what I was doing different when I was messing that up. It would be good to know that. It's kind of nice to know why you're succeeding. All right, this is good. We can swag ourselves over here. We got to do this thing. And we know that for this, ooh, okay, that still works. That still works. And nobody can say it didn't, because it worked actually super great. Until there. That is the part where it didn't work. All right, we just got to make sure that we land on the gray things. Because if you don't land on the gray things, oh boy, let me tell you, you be going down. You be going down. We're learning about diabetes in the chat and how it's actually a buff. Oh, that's fair. Didn't think of that. That's true. Lots of things are buffs if you really think about them. That's why we try and sell Deadly Nightshade in the podcast in this game. Because it helps weakness leave the body. That's always a good thing. All right, what do we got going? This is good. Killing it, killing it, killing it. Mild head trauma. Fuck, get up there, you bastard. All right. This is a good time to practice recoveries. And also to fail them. We can do both of those. Look at us go. Yay. Yeah, so anyway, the point of the Omegaverse discussion was that I learned on Daria. And I don't think Cassie would disagree with me. Whoa! I like Daria. That's a good show. Our cat is eating Cassie. Well, that seems like a skill issue. If you had been less delicious, she would leave you alone. So, why did you put yourself in that situation, huh? Do you not recognize the dangers of the world around you? Probably not. Because Cassie, fun fact, cannot tell when a drug deal is going on around her. We discovered that once. She was playing Pokemon Go and decided that she wanted to go head towards this awfully suspicious looking old caddy that was parked in a driveway waiting for somebody. They were hotboxing. Guess what that was? That was a drug deal. She wouldn't know though. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. Too much head trauma. I don't recognize danger signals. Clap, 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 clap. Oh boy, is this poisonous? Tastes delicious. This and other things Cassie might do. Bam. Up we go. Okay. Now we are somehow screwing up these launch pads. Not exactly sure how I'm managing that. I did it twice. Yeah, we don't have enough momentum from here, if I remember. Like, I can only get up to... Yeah. Can only get so far. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, down we go. I'm gonna make it... Bam! There's a lot of kind recoveries, and then there's just these sections that the brain don't retain. The brain don't retain in the membrane. Insane in the Membrane and other such songs. Now free to you. Free in your head. Thanks to your local lab drat. Okay. Can we avoid screwing this up this time? Alright. I think the trick was to hold the direction of the arrow for longer. Yep, this seems right. Still a little sketch. Still not quite clean. Alright, good. I came here to do two things only. Purge heretics and steal property. And I already stole your property. So let's do this. Oh, wait, I got one for this. Cease your heresy. There we go. I do like yelling heresy. It's a fun pastime of mine. Alright, so this is the one where we gotta make sure that we're getting into all of the sections very smooth, or it ends poorly. Yep. Smooth. Good. That one was good. Good. Ooh, that was a little sketch. But we made it anyway. All right. We did it. We made it to this part again. All right, here we go. Around the world. I'm taking it around town. Around town. All right, we're back. We are back. Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. All right. We do first bonk, second bonk, and the brakes. Oh, come on. All right. I'm in a safe spot to practice, so we will try practicing. Okay, that did work. That did work. All right, we got to go around this corner. I'm just saying physical energy can be converted into thermal energy. How hard do I have to punch a chicken to cook it? That is a classic they did the math question from Reddit, and I can't remember the answer, but I'm fairly certain One Punch Man could do it. Fairly certain he can manage it. All right, we go around. Get a little bit of nice redirect over here. Okay. Now we're back to this part. Good, good, good. We're back to the loop-de-loop. So we definitely need to... I feel like if we're going to hit the wall, we want to do it right after we land to help us redirect. It seems like the case. Otherwise, it's bad. It's bad and not good. But we're doing okay. Alright, who here thinks that they could punch a chicken so hard it gets cooked? Alright, so that wasn't great. And now there's like no shot I have enough speed, right? And so I should take this recovery because it's safer. I can picture you just throwing haymakers like a raw frozen chicken that hasn't even been thought out yet. Didn't Mythbusters do that? I think they did. There's been a lot of like... There are a lot of like myth and do the math questions about like how do I convert kinetic energy into cooked chicken? I actually think in the Mythbusters episode they talked about kinetic weapons a little bit, which are interesting and messed up. Watch out for those. Oh no. Okay. So the problem is the one where there's a gap. Because in the one where there's a gap, it redirects me. So right there, that center one is the biggest problem. That is the one where it can all go wrong real quick. Okay, this is good. Doing pretty okay. It's funny, like this little thing is from the beginning of the game, this little idea here. We lost our momentum. We lost our momentum. I feel like, I don't know, my reaction is that we want to be set up. Oh, that was bad. What's the least stupid way out of this? Oh, right, there is a way to get back up there. Yeah, we have to like loop around like this. That's not a good way to do it though. I think, oh, I know how we do it. We gotta loop around like so. We gotta use this all the way as a half pipe. And then we can get over here. Yep, nice. Yeah, so I feel like what we need to... I almost don't want the height, right? Because I want to keep contact with the ground so that I have a lot of control. But if I don't have the... Like, I get a lot of height just from my initial entry speed. So that... It feels like that's right. Like... Or I don't. Maybe I don't get that height because I screwed up. Maybe that happens. But generally, I get a lot of height from my initial entry speed. So I'm not sure how to combat this need for speed and the fact that it seems to be giving me height I don't want that causes me to lose control. There's got to be a formula. Some sort of efficient middle ground. See, this redirects me, and I need to not bonk there. And then there, right, I took off the gas, and since I took off the gas, I lost a bunch of momentum when the wall hit me. So that was clearly the wrong play. Oh, and then we do something stupid like that. Clearly the wrong play. Clearly need to do something else. Just get organized here so we can get started again. Take our nice little loop. And up. And around. I remember a discussion video of Japan after World War II. It was so goofy. Japan is a goofy... Japan has a lot of interesting stuff going on. Ah, come on. Come on. I totally deserve to get up there. Yeah, Japan has a long and interesting culture. A buddy of mine ended up doing... Was their whole undergrad in East Asian Studies? I think it was. And then they got their MBA after, which was funny because, like, they used their MBA for all kinds of stuff. Okay. All right. How stupid is this? This isn't that stupid, so I should be able to just try to recover. Yeah. All right. That was good. So it seems like if we don't have the momentum starting here, we can't make this jump. I'm gonna see what I can do, right? Oh, I was wrong. Okay, we can make that jump. It's just very tight. Our military is completely equipped to handle the U.S. military. We attacked 3 boats, and they dropped the sun on us twice. Oof. There is a sort of like a classic little thought essay on Japan talking about... All right, so we can do this. It's for kids learning Japanese culture from America, and it talks about how America has internalized nuclear weapons and the nuclear era in this very positive way, where we have like superheroes from radiation, that kind of thing. But in Japan, they have Godzilla, which is like this giant natural disaster. And like the essay sort of talks about that as, come on. Ah! It talks about that as a, like an interesting cultural touchstone. Ah, man. We'll make it soon, chat. I can feel it. I can feel it in one or more loins. I'm not going to tell you which ones. That would give away the secret. I can't be just letting everybody know which loin my good stuff is in. All right, so that one doesn't work. This is, yeah, like this teeny little section is pretty forgiving too. It is very punishing if you miss it. Like, it's easy, but bonking there does cause a really bad time. Also, overshooting and going to the beginning of the game. That's also a rough time. Okay, and that's good. And this should let me do that, right? Okay. Oh, progress. Progress. All right. So I think it looks like what's going to happen. Finally! Is I'm going to jump on that orange thing. It's going to send me over there. And then I have to go up on this half loop.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
And then it's going to try and... Yeah, it's going to try and give me like a nice clean run around this side. Oh, and there's a grind set over there I'm going to have to get. Oh, no. All right. Let's see. Let's see what this is going to do for us.
You spend half of your salary on flying a board member to Wimbledon. They don't even like tennis, but they like being schmoozed. And you like how that helps your chances at being CEO.
Oh, that's bad. That's not good. All right, I needed that momentum, and I don't think I got it. Can I cheat? If I come from here, is this enough? I'm gonna guess no. Doesn't feel like it's enough. Yeah, that's not enough. So where does it want me to go from here? What's the idea? Is the idea that I go on this one? I think it is. I think the idea is that I keep some momentum. Yep. All right, that's the intended recovery. Oh no, this song is playing. That's true. This was our downfall last time. You're gonna fall. I mean, I'm probably gonna fall, but it's likely not related to the song. I guess it could be. All right, that's good. Oh, what? We cheated so hard. We went around the laser. Oh boy, that was a complete hack. Maybe the song is good sometimes. Maybe sometimes the song is good. Yeah, maybe. All right, where's that grind set? I hear it. Is it above me? Is it above me or below me? Because we have to get it. Them's the rules. Where is it? There it is. Okay. How do we get that?
The economy is in a downturn, and the company is losing money hand over fist, except for your department. Buying and shutting down
I don't know
companies
how
to
we get
create
that.
customers for your job hunting app is really working.
Okay, so we have to make it over to that other side of the ramp and then suddenly slow down so that we don't get completely wrecked. This looks rough. It either send you to the beginning of the game or you get a slight advantage. This doesn't seem like a good item. Can I like bonk and climb, please? No. All right. We're gonna have to figure out how to get that thing later. For now, we have to do another one of these. Okay. We did that. That's good. Crash out. Crashing out's half the fun. That's the best part, is the crashing out. Now I think I'm just gonna get us to the first squiggle, and then we'll call it. Unless I get like one other really epic fail, because that would be funny to end on. Bam. Got a nice rest area. So clean. We're killing it. This is so great. Look at us go. Bam. Nice. Nice. It's going good so far. That was incorrect. That was not clean. We'll fix it. Good, good. That's what we want. Perfect. Excellent. Nice. That's good. Maybe we'll attempt the squiggle. Because we're stupid. We'll attempt the squiggle because we're dumb. We're certainly all right. Okay, so that gives me a good look at the angle I need. I just seem to not be hitting it. All right, that was bad too. Not good. We have to redeem ourselves at least a little bit, right? Or surely we're capable of that. How embarrassing would it be if we couldn't redeem ourselves even a little bit? Wham. Not the English rock band, but you know. All right, this looks correct. Hey, that was very clean. All right, let's see how far we got through here. Boop. We just had a bunch of practice here, so we should do just great. This should be a zero-issue situation. Yep, and nothing happened there. You didn't see anything. Y'all shut up. Nice. Some of us are going to play Repo. I like Repo. I like Repo almost as much as I like Head Trauma. Let's get back here. There's a better recovery here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Let's go do that. Do that. Do that. Wham. Repo is a good time. Momentum. Momentum. Don't you feel sad that most people only ever experience regular momentum and not momentum? Nice. Okay. And then this section, which still not very consistent at. Whoa, yeah, that was incorrect. Sometimes these angles definitely get wild. And I don't think there's a ton you can do. I was lost momentum. I don't know why that happened. I also got to be careful because my controller, I have a cord on it, and the cord is like right in front of my spacebar, and on keyboard, spacebar is the brake button. So sometimes I lose momentum because I'm just like angling my controller weird and I hit that. It's not a good time. Do not recommend. Cool, this is good. Good, good. Alright, cool. We made it back here. And let's see if we can't at least get this one done, eh? What do you think? You think we can make it? Nope, we sure can't. But maybe on the second try we can. Probably on the second try. Let's give that a go. No, I did not go high enough on the arch. You have to, like, kind of hit the arch at its apex. Like so. And then you can pull one of these. There we go. Alright, let's go around. Go up here. Go up here. Hit this sucker. Hit this sucker. Overshoot a little bit. Got to get on back. get back on that platform. Recovery is definitely getting a lot faster, though. Skills acquired. Bam. Nice. Yeah. Good, we did that. And now we just gotta go around our little... This little wiggly thing that we're kind of inconsistent at. Very inconsistent at. Okay. Where's the best spot for this? Over here, maybe? Yes, this is the best spot. Because then we can restart at the wiggle. Yep. Alright. Starting at the wiggle. We will definitely get it right this time. We will not get it right this time. But we are starting at the wiggle again. Ha-ha! At least we're getting better at the recoveries. We're getting worse at the recoveries. At least we're getting worse at the recoveries. Alright. We'll give it, a couple more tries. See how that goes. This is getting easier at least. Part of it is definitely like the weird camera limitation you put on yourself if you're streaming. Cool. Learning the momentum on the bounce pads is also a big thing. I'm noticing that, whoa! All right, we're gonna do this recovery real quick. Good. All right, bam. Okay, folks, I think we're gonna call our recovery the end of this one. We got a lot of practice in. We're doing pretty good. Got a little more time that we need to put into it, but we're basically one small part of a section away from getting our getting our CEO. Let me see if there's anybody on right now who would be fun to say hello to. Many of my colleagues tend to hang out at this time. Oh, Demi is playing. Oh, we should go say hi to Demi. We should go say hi to Demi. Let's find them right away. Okay, we're gonna go hang out at Demi's channel. Demi often does. Demi is a member of the small streamer community. What they often do is they'll often be playing demos of different like cool little games that are found on Steam, stuff you might not know about, and it's a pretty cool time. So we're gonna go send everybody over to Demi just to say hi, and looks like Demi's playing a Souls-like. So let's say hello to our favorite slime buddy. Have a good day, y'all. Hope everyone continues to have an excellent time. And remember to keep on your grind set. Keep on your grind set. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, do it!